Oh boy! Oh boy!
It's time.
It's time! Alright, I'll go live as well. Here we go. We're going to turn the mics all on.
Here we go. I am all live.
Guess who?
I guess Sophia.
How'd you know?
It's one of the great mysteries.
You figured that one out fast. Hello.
Hello, hello. Yeah.
Hello. It is the wonderful Am Sheep. How are you doing?
Yeah, and I see.
I see Travel made it. Oh, the going live notification has been made.
Yeah, I think mine's gone out as well. I see Aiden in the crowd.
Hello. Angeles. Thank you so much for the raid. Wooka. How are you
Whoa.
doing?
Look at that timing.
Yeah, that's some timing right there. How are you doing? Sibling raid.
Nice. Ah.
It's going well. Thank you for asking. We're just starting. What wonderful timing.
A little bit of that, a little bit of that. I think. Okay. I think my audio is good now. Apparently I was a little quiet. I think I'm okay now. Just about.
I don't know the meaning of the word quiet.
Gotta be, it's all that energy. Alrighty. Let's see. Alright.
Wow, thank you so much for following!
I've got the thumbs up that my stuff sounds all better, so. Good stuff, good stuff.
Oh, Soren's quiet on my end. Let me turn you up then. I think the music is kind of quiet over here too.
Yeah, I have the music kind of like set at half volume. If you go into the gear in the top right for Roll20, there's like a master volume control.
Okay.
So that might
I have
be it.
mine all the way up.
Oh, okay. It's also kind of a gentle song too, so.
That's fair. You don't actually hear the music. Oh, okay, Lynn, let me figure it out.
I'll switch the song to something that's a little more lively too. It might make things easier.
Oh, I think I found it. I think I got it. I think we're good now. Alright, how's that? Can you hear the music? Yep, it looks like it's picking up on my... I can see it on my mixer now.
Perfect.
So, sorry.
So,
would you
Sophia,
like to tell everyone what's going on so far?
Yeah, for sure. So last time we ran a session, Kay and Aiden went off on a adventure to protect a merchant caravan, and they got up to all kinds of different hijinks. And as they headed off, Sophia was asked to hold back to assist the guild leader with a kind of helping the newbies find their footing in the guild. So I'm actually going to switch our screen over to the guild hall.
Here we go, everyone. Look at this. Woo!
Whoosh.
Woo!
Yeah. So we kind of have a branched story right now with Kay and Aiden off doing that, and then we're going to get the what happened while they were gone today.
It's time for my adventure!
Yes. So,
I
you
have a
ready?
sword, everyone.
A true fighter.
Yeah, you're all in good hands. I got you, don't worry.
Yeah. So, Leanne brings you over and introduces you. So, at the table, there's a young woman who she's got a spear slung over her back, and along with a shield, and she's like pretty modestly dressed in terms of like a fighter. Like she just has like some light armor on. She's not like, it looks like someone that's definitely just starting out. Across the table from her, there's a very short gentleman with pointed ears, and he's got a lyre sitting in his lap. And he kind of just looks, he looks like half bored, half smug, but like still a little wide-eyed. He's got like a weird mix of emotions on his face. And at the third gentleman you see at the table, he's got long hair, like long dark hair that falls down. His robes seem pretty well put together, and he seems like pretty reserved, and he's been just letting the other two chat. You may have noticed that when you were first kind of getting settled with Leanne. So, yeah, Leanne leads you over, and she's like, well, these are our new recruits for the guild. So everyone, this is Sophia, and she'll be going along on your first adventure today. And the three of them look to you and wave, kind of passively.
Hello! Hi. We got another raid, so I'm gonna quickly tell everyone what's going on.
Yep,
Hi everyone!
sounds good.
I'm playing D&D with my friend Soren! Soren is gonna be our DM today. I will give him a shout out in a moment. I am off on a hijinks adventure because I missed the last session. My teammates Kay and Aiden are off helping a merchant. I'm here at the guild hall, and I'm gonna be helping the newbies! Hello, newbies! Hi, I was once like you! Oh, you're so cute.
And the more reserved guy, he kind of crosses his arms and says, cute, you say. And then Bridget just looks and says, like, oh, don't get ahead of yourself there. Bridget being the woman with the spear. And
Did I stutter? I don't think I stuttered.
And she just kind of shrugs and she goes, you know what? I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take the compliment. And she just like smiles happily at you. She seems a little awkward. She's not, maybe a little unaccustomed to the space. But
I mean, let's be real, Soren. I'm being kind of awkward too.
Fair enough. And then they go around the table. So the woman with the spear, she gets up. She introduces herself. My name's Bridget. And yeah, I'm here to work hard. I don't have a whole lot to say. I don't know how to introduce myself. And then
Nice to meet you!
and then the Lalafell, the very short man with the pointed ears, he gets up from his table and he gives a stroke of his lyre and he smiles to you, and he says, well, allow me to make a proper introduction of myself. And he begins to try and play a song.
Oh!
So let's see how well he plays his song. So he starts plucking his strings of his lyre, and honestly, it's pretty subpar, but he does it with such bravado. You can tell that he believes in himself, but like the performance does not match.
I'm gonna clap. You did a good job. Yay! Free music.
And he just beams and says, finally, someone recognizes true talent around here.
Yeah.
And Leanne just kind of has this sullen look on her face looking at him for a second.
Yeah, I'm smiling, but I'm not nodding.
And then the dark-haired gentleman, he finally uncrosses his arms and he gets up from the table, and he gives kind of like a gentle bow and says, "My name is Doran Summerfont. I come from the Autumn Lands north of here."
That's the name of my cat. I'm biased towards this one now.
he stands out all of a sudden.
Oh,
He says,
blessed.
"I am what you would call a druid by trade."
I've heard of those. I don't think I've ever seen one before. Hello, I'm a fighter. I stab things.
He nods and says,
And I
"Good."
slash things. Swishy slashy.
It's always good to have someone that's up front and keeping people safe.
Yeah, that's
uh,
how...
Us gentler
That's what I
folk really appreciate it.
Yeah. I'm very competent.
And he nods and goes, "Well, I'm looking forward to working with, well, all of you."
Pressure's on. Okay, I'm a little bit scared now. I gotta impress the Autumn Man.
So, Leanne looks to the four of you and says, "All right, well, time to introduce you to the quest for the day. Because this one's been outstanding for a little while. No one in the guild really picked it up. Because it doesn't pay that well." And you see Bridget kind of look a little dejected when she says that, but like,
That's okay. I don't do quests for the money. I do them for the glory.
And then Bridget nods and she gets her composure back, and Leanne goes, "So today, there's a astrologian that doesn't live too far from the town, and his student, her name's Sheena. She is looking to travel to the nearby mountain to do some stargazing. And in doing, the mountain can be dangerous. There's wildlife. You never know what you're going to run into. So she's looking for bodyguards to assist her in her astrology."
I love looking at the stars. I don't know what they mean. Maybe, because she's not paying well, maybe she can tell me what the stars mean. Okay, let's go. All right, everyone, get up.
So they all get up and stand at attention as Sheena comes wandering down, and she...
Oh shit, they are really good. Oh, did my internet die? Are we out?
You're still there for me.
Oh, okay. Yay. Yay.
Having technical difficulties on your side?
Oh, no, we're dead. I am dead.
Uh-oh.
I miss you. Goodbye. Thank you forever.
I am dead. Oh, wait, no, it's I am die.
One sec, let me let chat know that I'm not gone forever.
Yep, no problem. Good old technology.
Ah, it wouldn't be a Sophia stream if my internet didn't go boop.
There's always got to be a little scuff mixed in, right?
There's gotta be a little scuff where I don't know who I am.
It's alright. Scuff is common for me too.
Scuff is the way of an English VTuber, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh, I see myself on the screen. That looks like me. Oh my god, Soren, I think we did it. I think we beat the game.
You're back? You're active? Everything's
Oh,
good?
yes, baby. Hello, everyone.
Let's
Soren.
go!
Let's go! Oh, right. Soren actually has a stable internet connection. let me shout out to Soren.
Just in case a hiccup comes by again.
There we go. Soren of Asgard is our DM. He actually has internet. I stream on a prayer. I'm living on a prayer and a dream here. It works out sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes you like living on the edge, that's all.
Yeah, I like hard mode. Alright, so I told everyone to get up. And they all did, because they're very good Kohai.
Yeah, they're all ready to listen to their de facto leader.
That might be a mistake, but we'll find out, won't we?
Only time will tell.
Let's go stare at some stars!
Yeah, so Sheena...
Ella couldn't! Hello, look!
Sheena approaches and she just gives a bow to everyone and says, "Thank you all for taking my request. I know there's not a lot I can offer, but after I'm done stargazing, I can offer some fortune telling. All you have to do is come by my hut, and I'll offer it for free to all of you."
Oh, that sounds exciting. Okay, let's go, let's go. Come on, guys, we have to go look at the stars. And beat things up along the way.
And they all hurry along and hurry out the door. Was there anything that you needed before you headed out on the road?
Oh, I think I'm good. Yeah, YOLO.
Alright, so YOLO it is. So...
Ooh, this reminds me of that painting that they show you at the eye exam place, but that, that has like the hot air balloon at the end.
Oh, yeah.
I can't see the hot air balloon though, so my eyes must be stuck.
Yeah. Don't worry, there actually isn't one. It's a trick.
Oh.
Let's see. Oh yeah, we haven't used this theme yet, but it works for this one. Because you guys are heading south. Yeah, so you get on the road and you start marching along. Bridget, she seems like very used to marching along and like just being on the road. She's got her she has her weapons out at all times basically when she's walking along. She's taking this very seriously as she's just marching down the path. And then Doran's kind of like hanging back a little bit with Sheena, like he's just standing at her side with the Lalafella's name's Kanakina. I forgot to give you his name.
That's okay, I didn't ask. I am scatterbrain.
Actually, good question. Can you see their names under them?
No, I cannot.
Okay.
But I can get good vibes from them.
Okay, I'll have to tinker with that. But yeah. So yeah, Kanakina's kind of like in the mid. He's very casual about it. He's got his hands folded behind his head and he's like leaning back and supporting himself as he marches along with his stubby little legs, like just totally relaxed. Where would you be kind of like in this loose marching order?
Well, I'm obnoxious, so I'm probably like semi-leading, doing my obnoxious walk.
Then
humming along. I don't have Kay to play me music, but that's okay, I can hum.
Yeah. Well, you could bully Kana into doing it. Or not bully, but you could give him a nudge if you so wished. Then
who wants to practice their music?
Kana looks to you and I can read the room. I can play a little something for you. And he pulls out the lyre again.
Oh, yeah!
This time he does a way better job. A lot more complex. He's got like a really nice melody going. It's upbeat. It's upbeat and gentle. And just very pleasant tunes. So like all that big talk about his skill, even though it seemed like it was falling flat, it's shining through here.
Wow, you should meet my friend Kay.
He's like, oh, are they another bard?
Yeah, they're a little pixie bard, but they play big music.
Ah, well, that's always good having another bard around. It's nice having a jam session, And he
yeah.
keeps plucking away.
Maybe when Kate gets back, you guys can meet up and we can have a jam session. I miss Kate.
And he just beams and says, I'll be looking forward to it. And then, yeah, did you have any questions for anyone else or anything that you wanted to chat with them as you're marching along?
Oh, I guess I should probably ask our gracious patron why we're going to this specific location. Is there something special here?
And so she kind of smiles and she just goes, well, if I'm being honest, there isn't really anything particularly special about these cliffs. The small mountain, it's called Raven's Ascent, and it's honestly it's just the closest, and it's the highest spot that's close to town. That's specifically why we're going there. My master actually recommended it to me, so I thought that'd be a good path to take.
You have a master? What are they like? Do they know more about stars?
And she nods and goes, "Yeah, he's been studying the stars and astrology for I'd say it's got to be upwards to 50 years at this point."
Whoa! 50 years young.
He's very strict with me, but the few students that he has taken on, he's been strict with all of them, but they've all gone on to do well after tutoring under him. And I'm very early in my career here, but I've been enjoying it. I'm learning a lot. Unfortunately, he also believes in experiential learning as being the core to it, so he sent me off to climb this mountain and just be out in nature and watch the stars and take my notes.
That's really funny, because you know what? I'm also a really strict senpai who is forcing the new adventurers to get some experience. And I'm going to push them very hard and make sure that they improve themselves. And does anyone need orange slices? Are you all okay? Does anyone need a rest? Do I need to carry anyone?
Kana looks at you and goes, well, if you're offering, I'm kind of small. I'm sure you could carry me. And like, kind of half joking as he's still playing his lyre.
I got you, fam. I got you. Don't worry. Okay, 1 second. I have to do... What type of roll do I have to do?
I'd say, let's call it athletics.
Alright, let's drop our teammate. Let's go. Alright. I am gonna be rolling. My athletics is 1. Here we go. Do I pick up my teammate?
So, you get ready to, like, you get into position to carry him, right? And, like, you're waiting for him, and he gets, like, a little bit of a running start, and he jumps up, and, like, jumps on your back, and just flattens you in the middle of the road. Sending both of you going in a tumble, just in the dirt.
It's okay, I got this. I'm okay if I go hike all the way to the mountain. 1 second.
Bridget, like, immediately runs to your side to help you up, and Doran looks to you and says, "Are you okay?" And he just, like, shoots a look at Kana, being like, just like an icy look at Kana, being like, "What were you thinking?" kind of thing.
I tried real hard. And I did real fun. I did my best. Oh, no, I didn't do any voice work from...
Yeah, so Kana kind of laughs as he gets up, and he apologizes as well.
Maybe next time. I gotta warm up a little bit, and then I can carry you.
I'm sure the running start didn't help either. Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. I should be stronger. I'm here to lead. I should be able to carry the whole team. That's what the leader's supposed to do, right? I'm supposed to carry the team. I couldn't even carry one member.
And then Bridget just laughs and says, well, I don't know if it means literally carry, but I appreciate the spirit. And Sheena just kind of like laughs along. She's amused by the whole scene. Just having a good time out on the road. And just kind of like beams and just says, I'm not used to traveling with others, so it's actually really nice to have some company going out on this kind of trip.
Yeah. And they're gonna go see the stars together. Oh, I wonder if we'll see a wishing star. But wait, which of us gets the wish? Do we have to fight for it?
I think it's first come, first serve.
Alright, well, our friendship ends when we get to the stars.
And then everyone just like kind of laughs at the thought. And Kana looks to all of you and says, but seriously, I've got the sharpest eyes of us. I'll definitely catch the wishing star first.
Nuh-uh, I think I have like 0 perception.
It's okay, so does he.
Where's my perception? Yeah, my perception is 0. Oh.
Yeah, Kana's got a +1, so.
Well, I should probably stop being a gooseball.
No, you're making them comfortable. Like, Bridget's even kind of relaxed a little bit. She's no longer standing at attention and marching like a soldier.
Yay!
It ended up being a nice little icebreaker for the group to just kind of... They weren't 100% sure on what to make of you right away. But then that kind of helped them relax and just be like, this is gonna be fun.
She's dumb.
This...
Oh, she's dumb. You better look after her.
I wouldn't go that far. But,
She's dumb and has a sword.
in some, that's a dangerous combo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it takes a few hours of walking along. Sheena kind of makes, like, light talk with everyone. Doran still seems kind of reserved as he goes, like he's just kind of observing everyone. He kind of keeps to himself, but Kana likes jumping in with quips and I wouldn't call it bragging, but like it's approaching bragging when he's talking about stuff that he gets up to. But and Bridget just happily chats with you. Now that,
well, I am very happy to encourage people to be confident in themselves.
And she gives a nod and says, I've never done anything like this before. And Bridget kind of looks around and she's like, it was actually totally by luck that I ended up finding out about the guild. I'm from like a very, very small village that's almost up in, it almost crosses that boundary where we go into the Autumn Lands. My town doesn't even have a name, it's so small.
Oh, I don't remember where I lived. My memories are still really hazy. Oh, but I have a sword, and I have friends. That's probably enough for now.
Kana raises his fist up and goes, a sword in a dream.
Yeah, a sword and a dream and a friend. And stars soon. Welcome, Sky.
So, you can see the time passes, the sun starts kind of setting, but you're right at the foot of the mountains. At this point, the path kind of winding up through rocky crags. Where art thou? Map. Just gotta double check this real quick. Drop it there.
I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map.
Yeah. So your group arrives at the foot of the mountain.
Oh, it's just black for me.
Oh no! Give me a second.
It's really late at night. I can't see. Oh.
Yeah, it shouldn't be
Get
that
to the
dark.
stars yet.
Just double check. Okay. Ba 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 ba. Alright, technology, don't fail me now. Yeah, this is not a map I created. Can you see now?
No.
What have I done?
What have we done?
What have I done? Let me see about this, because it should be just coming on. Where are dynamic lighting is turned off? Alright, this is what I'm gonna do. Where is thing? Classic technology.
Technology.
It's great when it works. Alright. Why isn't the reveal working?
Is that a technical term? Is the map level 0?
The map is still thinking about existing.
Map, I miss you.
Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make you emit bright light. And hopefully that does it.
Oh, it's me! I see myself.
Perfect. Can you see all the other people on the map? And
Nope.
oh, so you can't see any of the other tokens?
Nope, but I can see me.
Well, that's a start. Can you see the map itself?
I see black.
Technology, why?
I can use my imagination.
Let's see. Could it be that? How about now?
No.
No. Oh. It could be this.
Is any of the fog settings on?
Apparently not, but let's see. They've changed the way that the if I go into dynamic lighting.
Oh yeah, that's dynamic lighting.
Dynamic lighting. Shut it off. How about now? Success?
Oh, I see things. Oh my gosh, it's
we can see
beautiful.
clearly now?
We can see clearly now. The fog is gone.
Good. Alright. Yeah, so you can see
Oh, I
this
can see
winding
many
path.
obstacles in my way.
Well, there's just roots and that kind of thing. Roots and that kind of thing for starters. So, the three of them look to you for guidance, like...
Oh, that's a mistake.
So, how do we do this? Do we all go up at the same time? Do we space out? Who's going to be on? Who's going to lead? Like, they're just kind of like looking to you as kind of like the leader of the crew.
Well, let's see. If I lead, then I can't catch anyone who falls. But if I lead, then I can make sure that it's safe. But if anyone falls, I can't. Well, I could jump off and catch them, but I think that defeats the purpose of it. Oh! Take the lead.
All right. Then, yeah, Bridget says, should I take up the rear just in case, or do you want me up front?
Take up the rear. Yeah. Let's play it safe, yeah. You never know in these kind of places, you know. Someone else might want to make a wish.
Yeah. She nods and flashes a smile and says, all right, sounds like a plan. And she goes and stands behind Sheena. And then...
I've never climbed a mountain before, but I bet I can do this. I bet I can do this.
Kana and Doran stand, like, not directly behind you, but they're, like, just behind you. About... So like, you're just kind of loosely spaced like this.
Okay. I'm on my way.
Alrighty. Ooh, I got a bot that wants to be banned.
You have a bot in your chat? Goodbye, bot.
I do. It's been smited with great prejudice.
Have a good night.
So,
Does one of chat wonders which of us has the best athletic stat?
the best athletic stat. Probably Bridget, because she's a strength-based fighter.
Okay. It was a good idea putting her to back. I'm a good leader. Alright, let's go, fam.
Yeah,
Let's go fight this free route.
Both Kana and Doran are both like casters. So they're a little squish and not particularly strong. So is there anything that you want to be looking for as you go up, or just kind of like...
I'm gonna... Oh, I should do a perception check, I think, right? To figure out if anyone else is around here?
Yeah, if you want to make a perception check to just like keep an eye out for safety purposes.
You know, with my whole 0 perception, let's go, baby.
Alright, well... You think that, you think, like, you look around, you're feeling confident the coast is clear.
I think we're okay.
And they all nod and go, alright, sounds good. So, yeah. So,
Alright, well, let's keep going. We want to get to the top before it gets dark, right?
yeah,
It'll be dangerous otherwise.
and the way the sun's going right now, it's like just starting to get covered by the trees of the mountain, so like you're in dusk right now.
Shit. We gotta go. We gotta go fast.
Sheena goes, don't worry, the night's long. I'll have plenty of time to look at the stars. As long as we're careful getting up there, any time I can get looking at the stars will be plenty.
I'm more worried about us falling off the mountain, but we'll be fine. We got this. Let's go.
She kind of laughs and goes, that's an excellent point. I guess going up a mountain when it's dark is dangerous.
Just a little bit, but I mean, it'll be like level grinding, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
We'll get really good at mountain climbing real fast. Alright, is this route something I gotta be careful of, or can I just run on it?
No, you don't have to be careful. You can just kind of climb over it. It's just kind of like a gnarled route in the path. Yeah, I guess it's where it's sending. Just because this isn't my map, I'm gonna call it out. So this one was made by someone named Muten on Patreon. It's just like freely available, floating out there. So
the credit's right here. Look at that, everyone.
Just down in the bottom corner.
I'm like trying to make sure I don't walk too quickly in case like I step on something I shouldn't.
Yeah. Well, you may, like, you're just going up carefully, just doing your best. You're keeping an eye out for any trouble. With the others following behind you. But...
Oh no, there's always a but.
So running off your perception check there, you did not happen to notice the chewed up ground that you stepped on here. So as you step on this spot, you actually hear like a cracking of a bunch of wood, and your foothold just pops away from you, and you're falling. And everyone just panicked, like, oh my god! And you fall about 10 feet down into a pit. There's nothing terrible at the bottom of the pit, it just stings. So I'll need you to take... So you're going to take a D6 of, as little damage as possible from the fall.
Heck yeah!
So
I am made of rocks.
you fell with grace when you hit the bottom. But one thing that you couldn't stop your fall with was the ringing of bells that was triggered by the stuff falling down. So like mixed among the branches and dirt was just like random pieces of metal that were stitched together. So like when you all fell down, or when you fell down, you just hear like clang, 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 which is followed by a distant whooping.
Huh. That sounds unfortunate. Hello, everyone. I'm still alive. 1 second. I'm gonna try and climb out of this hole.
All right. So I'm gonna have a initiative roll from everyone. But it's gonna take a moment before things arrive.
I rolled a 5. I'm so fast.
Ah, yes, I gotta copy the actual hole. Make sure that's visible now. Alright, so add you with a 5.
A whole 5, baby.
Whole 5. And I gotta run through everyone else's here. So
About how many brains?
for Kana, he also rolled a 5. For Doran. Oh, Doran's quite active.
Whoa.
Let's see, Bridget. Oh, Bridget does pretty good. Oops. And then Sheena also happens to have a roll here.
Uh-oh. It better not be to die.
No. She's just rolling to see where she lands in the turn order.
Please be careful, Sheena. You got a 4!
Yeah, so she's a little slow as well. And then this is for the source of the whooping.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, they're all just coming.
Whoop,
whoop, whoop, whoop.
Is it a whooper?
No, it's not quite a whooper.
Quagsire?
The sort. Oh, I wish. I was actually thinking about creating a fantasy inspired by Quagsire. So who knows? Maybe those exist somewhere in the world. Who can say?
Quagsire.
I love Quagsire.
I know you do.
Yeah.
So one. Oh.
So, our mysterious things that you haven't gained vision of yet are 20. So they're at the top of the turn order.
Shit.
So the first movement of their turn order is them leaving wherever they were hiding.
Okay.
And then in another turn they will arrive on the map.
Okay. I got this. Don't worry. I got it.
Yeah, so Doran looks down and he just goes, like, he runs to the side of the hole and he's just like, he kind of gets down in the dirt and he lowers his hand down and he's like, here, let me help you out. And he he's just ready to extend his hands.
Thank you. Also, I have good acrobatics, so I could probably yeet myself if I have to.
Realistically, you'd probably be fine without him helping. But he's trying to be helpful. So
Power friend.
Yeah, exactly. So that's his turn. Bridget, she's gonna she looks around. She's gonna make like a long jump. since it's within her
Powerful.
strength range, she just leaps the hole, and she puts up her shield, pulls out her spear, and she just takes up a defensive stance. She says, I won't let anything pass me while you get out.
Thank you!
Alrighty. So, Sophia, it's your turn.
I guess I will accept the help, and with the combination of help and my acrobatics, I will try to escape this hole.
Perfect. So make the check with advantage.
Gah! That was a 9.
So it's a 9.
I was bragging about my acrobatics, and then this.
That's always how it goes, eh? You're always like, yeah, I've got this. And then it's like, oh, maybe I don't quite have it.
Don't quite got it. Good thing I have help.
Yeah, so you get a running start at the wall, like from within the pit. You kind of like run at it at like a small angle. You try to jump up and kick off the wall. But the part of the wall that you go to kick off of just gives way, and you just like slip back down to the bottom.
Ah! Freaking wall!
It just...
This
it's
is
not a well-constructed thing.
This is gonna be my first kill, this damn wall!
First the wall, and then the world.
Yeah. Ugh. How's everyone doing up there? No one else fell in a hole, right? No one else is embarrassed, right?
No, we're all safe up here.
I have mixed emotions.
So Kana, he's going to use Bardic Inspiration on you. So he pulls out his lyre and he plays a little tune. So you now have a D6 that you can use after you roll.
Get out of the hole?
Technically, yes. But you don't have to. So you can declare that you're using this D6 bonus after the roll happens, but before I tell you whether or not it was successful. So you can use it on ability checks, saving throws, or... Wait, no, it's just those two for now.
Alright, thank you, buddy.
Yeah. And he just flashes
I will
a
get out of
thumbs
this
up.
damn hole.
And as for Sheena, does she have anything? Sheena's going to cast Mage Armor on herself.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. We're really competent.
Alright, so the mysterious things that were whooping in the distance come out of the bushes from where they were hiding.
Hello, welcome. Those aren't Quagsires! I'll
No.
disappoint you. We'll have to kill them.
They're a little more lizardy than you'd expect.
Oh, I do like lizards. I'll still kill them, though.
They've earned it, that's for sure.
Yeah, they tossed me in a hole. This is all their fault. It's not because I'm clumsy.
Just tricky little jerks.
Yeah! Little jerks.
Yeah, so 6 of them come running out of the brush, whooping and hollering. And then Bridget kind of reports back. There's a bunch of little lizard guys coming our way.
Ugh, well, good to know that they like the stars.
Yeah. Doran nods and he leaves his arms down and ready to try and help you. Also, Doran was absolutely no help on that failure. Like,
Thanks, buddy. Thumbs up for you.
he
there.
tried to catch your hand and just like, nope. Turns out Doran's not very athletic.
It's okay. We were just too powerful for that dang wall.
Yeah.
Too strong.
So, yeah. So Bridget is gonna move up the path a little bit. Not too far, but she's just like leaving some space behind her. And she's gonna take the dodge action.
Thanks,
And
Bridget.
it's your turn.
Alright, here I go. Alright, everyone. Witness the power of a good old-fashioned acrobatics check. Ready?
And drum roll.
Chat, I need some help here. Okay, here we go. And...
You gotta believe, you gotta believe.
Yeah, I got 7.
Hey!
Alright, I'll take it. 17, I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you make your move, you hop. Doran grabs your hands, no problem, as you're, like, at the top. You would have made it without his help, but, like, I don't know. He just really wanted to help you, and he pulls you out of the hole.
We did it! Our first victory! Good job!
And Doran just flashes a little bit of an air fist bump. He's just like, all right, first the hole, and now these guys.
Yeah. Oh, can I get my sword out and be like all cool?
Yep.
Okay, badass sword removing. Here we go. Push!
Yeah. So,
That's the sound my sword makes. Push.
just because it's not clear on the map, I'll note that you can go around the rims of the pit by spending like twice the movement that you would need to get past them. So it'd be like
Okay.
20 feet
Tippy
to pass
toe,
it.
delicate walking.
Yeah, exactly. It's the being careful and sidling along the wall or along the ledge if you're feeling extra dangerous.
Yeah, if I fall back in there, I'm gonna be real upset.
Just, oh no!
I'm just gonna spend the whole battle in a hole.
Oh, that'd be awful. Alright, so as for Kana
Whoa.
here, now that you're safe and out of the pit, he's gonna, let's see, stuff's not in his range, so he is going to, he's gonna, you see him pull out a dagger, and
Oh shit!
he's gonna just slowly work his way around the pit. So there's his 20 feet, and then he gets to the other side of the pit. And then
Good job.
Sheena sees kind of like an opportunity to like kind of nestle up in the crook here, so that she just kind of guarded on both sides. She understands her role here as like she should be protected, but like she's not gonna just let you or like not help at all kind of thing. But she knows not to get in the way.
We got this. Don't worry, ma'am. I know I just fell in a hole, but I'm freaking confident. Don't worry.
Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. All right, so the pack of the boys are coming down the ledge here. Let's see, how far can the lead one get? They can get about halfway down the path. Yeah, so the boys come marching down the path. That's about as far as they get. And then they're not quite there yet. But you see them all pull out slings and load rocks into their slings, and you can see them all spinning their slings, like looking at Bridget with malice.
Oh, they're all synchronized. They must practice this a lot.
They're synchronized sling fighters.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's part of their Cobalt drills. Alright, so Doran's turn now. Where's Doran's sheet? Yeah, Doran is just gonna... Yeah, he's gonna work his way across the pit. So, 10, 20, boom, boom. He's right behind Bridget.
Yay!
And then he... You know what? He has the range for it. So, you see a flicker of red energy in his hand, and he thrusts it forward, and he yells out Firebolt, but it's the weirdest fire that you've ever seen.
Oh.
Like, there's no, like, flames coming off it or anything, like, but it's red in color. But it's a little too, like, pinpointed, and the attack looks like it's gonna hit. So he shoots this red streak that he yells Fireball for, and it hits the front Cobalt, and the thing just pops to the ground, and he just like blasted it, and it just went down like it was nothing.
Oh.
And
Man, he's not really good at getting...
And he just kind of like crosses his arms and looks at them smugly, as if trying to implicitly intimidate them with like that icy glare that he's giving Kana earlier. Yeah, so Bridget, she's gonna move up to kind of like this choke point in between the boulders. And she's gonna use the defend, or the dodge action again. And it's your turn.
Alright, baby! I am going to delicately walk around that hole.
Very carefully.
Alright, hi. I'm right here to give you a high five, sir.
He turns, gives you a... Like, he's very nonchalant about it, but he raises his hand up and just does like a slow little high five in response.
Yeah! Boom! Zoom! Fireball. Good job.
Yeah. Did you have any like range attacks or anything you wanted to do, or... I'm not sure if you have a ranged weapon or not.
I'm too lazy to get out my crossbow.
That is fair. You're like, I got sword in hand. Why do I need a bow?
Yeah, I'm in slashy mode. Slishy slashy, let's go.
Exactly. Alright, so, Kana's turn. And let's see, what distance does he have? Yeah, so Kana sneaks forward. Doesn't quite put himself in danger. Is he within range? Yeah, he is. So this Cobalt here, he casts Vicious Mockery, and he asks them if they spent, or he says using Vicious Mockery, if you spent more time practicing your fighting than your dance moves, maybe this would work.
Oh snap! A burn. A fireball and then a verbal burn? We're on fire!
Bring in the roasts, literally and figuratively.
Yeah!
Alright, so it's got to make a save. It, like, wow! It super failed that.
Oops.
Imagine hitting -1. Alright, so it takes psychic damage. Has disadvantage on its next attack. And it looks absolutely just dejected by the comment.
Poor baby.
Alright, as for Sheena here, she's actually going to use her special astrologian ability, Draw. So she rolls a d6. It's a 1. So what is the card effect? The balance. So she's going to use it on you. So your attacks deal a bonus d6 of damage.
Hell yeah! I need to go up and attack things now.
Yeah, and it'll last, how many rounds does it last again? It'll last 2 rounds. So I'm going to use her as her marker thing. There we go. Yeah, so, you're buffed up. Sheena is watching from afar, and she just nods and says, go get him.
Okay!
Alright, so, the boys, not minding, they just kind of dance over their buddy. And they, so, the one very sad one lines up in front of Bridget, and the rest of them take their slings and start, all of them have their group slings spinning around. So the one up front is going to make a dagger attack. You see him jump up at Bridget. She has her shield up, but he goes to stab her. She just knocks the dagger away with her shield, no problem.
Whoa!
And then they're going to do a volley. Each one's going to make a sling attack against each of you. So the first one... 17 does not meet Bridget's. Alright, and then this one's for Kana. So Kana's taking a hit. This one's for Doran. Doran's... Oh wait, no. No, they're not taking hits. They missed. What am I doing? I was thinking saves, and then this one's for you. All right, so Bridget blocks the stones that were coming for her, and then the rest of them just go wide with their shots. Like, it's real fun that they're dancing. They can't hit anything.
Woo!
Then, Doran steps to the side, kind of clear a path for you, and you see him. He says "firebolt," quote unquote, again, and he fires another streaking red energy out of his palm.
Whoa!
But this time he misses. Maybe he put a little bit too much style into it and it threw off his aim.
Whoa!
But he strikes the cliff wall instead. Then Bridget's turn. She is going to jab with her spear on the one that came up to her. That looks like it's rolled. Yep, so 17, that's a hit. We'll roll the damage. 5. So she, like, jumps back for a second, like, just to kind of, like, reposition herself, and then she lunges forward with the spear and just, like, skewers the kobold.
Whoa! She's kebab.
And then after she does that, she's going to use her movement to back up a little bit, kind of like she opens the path up. It's almost like she's looking to do. She looks back and says, "All right, let them come into our trap here."
We have a trap. Wow, we are big brains.
It's your turn.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
The rest of them look at her like, "What trap?"
I guess I'm gonna yeet myself with this kobold here, but I have a speech to make, please.
Alrighty.
Alright, everyone, please sit down. Hello, my name is Sophia. You dropped me in a hole. Prepare to die. That's it, that's my speech. Okay, I'm gonna kill someone now.
Fear. The fear, it sets in. Oh no, our trap!
I guess I'll just charge straight forward and sword this poor kobold right here.
Alrighty.
So, here's my short sword. It goes zoop. I
That'll
think that's
hit.
like...
It'd be the
Alright.
13, but it still hits.
Alright, and then I have to add... what do I do?
I'm just gonna move your token up as well.
Okay. So I do like 1d6?
Yep, so it's the 9 plus the d6.
And then I have 4 piercing, it says. Oh, wait!
Yeah, so the piercing damage is in there after the short sword, and then so it'll be 9 plus whatever your d6 roll is.
Oh, right, because I have the bonus d6. Okay,
Yes.
1 second. Hold on a second. Let me remember how to roll. Sorry, how do I roll?
It's just slash roll, and then whatever. Oh shoot, I was like mocking it up, and then it was like, oh, you want to do this? There you go.
I did it! I did it! Okay, it did a whole 12 damage.
Yeah, so you rush forward with your rapier in hand. It is I think it's a rapier, right? No, it's a short sword.
No, I think it's a short sword. I'm
yes.
cheap.
So you rush forward with your short sword, and you get a good lunge in. And you feel your lunge has a lot more power to it, thanks to Sheena's card magic empowering you.
Yay!
And you, you splat this guy.
Splot. Ho, 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 ho.
Alright, so for Kana's turn, he just kind of smirks and he plays his lyre and he says, he's using Vicious Mockery again. And he just goes, "Oh, how the mighty have fallen, now that you got that high being so short." Then he rolls the kobold takes the sadness, and it like crumples a little bit, like clenching its head. It looks very, very ill
Oh,
from that.
no.
And Sheena's just gonna like work her way around the pit and then take up her spot.
Yay, Sheena.
But she doesn't really get up to anything. She's sent out the card and she's just gonna take the dodge action in case someone tries to throw a rock at her or something. Alright, so the Cobalt's turn. Though trying to decide how they'd react. To be honest, they're kind of cowardly.
We are pretty scary.
And you've swung the numbers game pretty hard. So I think I'm going to have them disengage and make a run for it. So these two that aren't in your reach are both going to use their dash action, and they're just taking off. They're like, yeah, we lose, we're out of here. We've lost this fight.
Goodbye. Tell your friends that we're scary.
You can tell they were really, really banking on that pitfall giving them an advantage, and when they got there and you were already out and there was way more than they expected, it was not the best situation for them. And then this one's going to disengage and start running. So he gets about that far. And then on Doran's turn, he like clicks his tongue a little bit and says, "Shame, shame, shame," and he mutters "Firebolt" one more time, and it shrieks out. Meets it, beats it, and manages to strike that last kobold right in its back as it's running off, and it hits the ground and eats dirt too.
Yummy.
So with that, the path is clear.
We did it! We committed murder. Oh, congratulations, everyone. Oh,
Just-
your little baby's first murder. Oh, so
Baby.
proud of you.
Our first battle as a group. And
We did it! We got out of the hole.
they're all
We took
smiling pretty brightly.
All right. Sun's a wasting.
Yeah, we best get climbing, shouldn't we?
Amasa. Let's look out for holes in the ground or something.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be real, there's not much else on this mountain path. As in, there's no other traps or anything, so I'm just gonna move us to a travel screen.
Yay! We did it. We did it. We did it.
So, you make it up through the paths, and it's nice and dark. Now you're under like a tree canopy, and the trees follow the gradient of the hill all the way up, blocking out what little sun you have left in the day. And you see Sheena get
That's so
nervous
much
for a
black.
second. She's like, you know, I kind of expected less trees on this mountain. I don't know why my master recommended this. And she kind of like laughs a little nervously.
Do you not like trees?
It's not so much that I'm afraid of trees. It's more I can't see the sky here.
Yeah. Wait. That's kind of weird. Maybe they go away at the top. Maybe you have to climb a tree to see the stars.
She just laughs and says, well, if that's the case, I'm gonna need your help to get up a tree.
I'm sure we can figure it out. Well, for now, let's march on, everyone.
They all nod in agreement.
1, 2.
Bridget matches your energy with the marching now. Are you still like kind of doing like the silly marching or silly traveling?
I'll pretend
Or-
to be silly.
All right, Bridget's gonna match that energy with you, and she's not like fully throwing herself into it, but like she's a lot more relaxed and kind of following your lead in like an awkward half step kind of way.
1, 2. 1, 2. Yay, yay. Go away, trees. Come on.
And then you got Doran. Doran's taking up the rear, besides Sheena. And you have Kana again in his like midway spot. And yeah, you're just marching right along.
I wonder what all those kobolds were doing here. Do you think that they wanted to see the stars as well?
Somehow I don't think that's the case. Bridget responds, looking to you. Back home, kobolds lived in the mountains near my village. And when we were growing up, we were told not to go near the mountains because they liked to take people. Anyone that fell into their traps, they would try and take them back home with them. And half the time, they were never seen again.
We passed up on a dinner offer. Well, that didn't go too well for them, did it? Oopsie days.
Nope, they definitely didn't size us up properly.
No, they really didn't. Well, we'll just have to be a little bit more careful as we go up.
Yeah, she nods in approval, and Doran chimes in. We'll have to keep an eye on this mountain, because kobolds are pretty smart little guys. Well, so they might have learned from their mistakes.
Don't you worry, guys. I have an intelligence of 1.
It's okay.
We're all in good hands.
I don't think anyone exceeds 11 in this group.
All right! We're screwed. Well, away we go.
Yeah, so, did you want to make any checks as you're marching up, or feel pretty confident on the forest path?
I mean, even if I made a perception check, my perception is 0.
You got, that's a good point.
I can try.
Worth the shot. Alright, so
7!
you're keeping an eye on the trees, but you've lost the sun. It's gotten quite dark.
Trees aren't gonna go anywhere on my watch.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like when you're looking around, your focus goes on the trees and not what would be in between the trees.
I see you, trees.
Nature. The scariest
Good
of all.
news. Good news, those trees aren't going anywhere.
And everyone just... They're kind of leaning on you as the watch/point person. And
that's a mistake.
That comment makes them all kind of sweat a little bit. They're like, she's watching the trees?
I'm watching the trees. I'm a tree watcher. Dignified hobby.
So as you go along, things are pretty quiet for a while until you start hearing the chittering of bats.
What?
But
Zoo bat?
not quite a zoo bat, because these ones are a little deeper. So they're you hear the odd bat, and then you hear 2 other bats that sound a lot more loud and aggressive and generally bigger. And it's kind of in that moment of relative calm as you're making your way up the hill, but not fully ready for it. That one big bat swoops you.
Look how beautiful that face is.
And another one seems to be swooping at Kana.
Oh shit. Please don't take our small child away.
It's like, did you ever see that video of the falcon that came down and stole a kid?
No, but
It's happened.
We need to put a rock on your ankle.
Yeah. We're gonna give him iron boots so he just doesn't get flown away. Okay. So, I'm gonna have you roll initiative along with everyone else again.
Here I go.
And I gotta pick a song out. This one's a familiar tune.
A 7! Lucky 7.
Alright, so Doran. Wow, Doran's really on the initiative rolling. Alright, for Kana. Oh, Kana was ready for that bat. Bridget.
You.
Bridget rolls a 10.
Everyone's faster than me.
And then Sheena. Oh, yeah, Sheena's neutral. Oh, Sheena's consistently low.
Yay! Oh, look. 4.
And then, gotta roll the bat.
Bat party!
Alright, so the bats are moving on 14. Alright, so, Kana gets the first move as this bat's swooping in on him. So he's actually gonna take out his dagger, and he's gonna throw it at the bat as it's coming in.
Whoa! Whoa!
Trying a bit of a roguish tactic here with a dagger toss. Unfortunately, he's not as cool as he thinks he is, and he hits a tree. And you just hear him go, "Damn it!" And he like stomps his foot a little bit and gets like, he's more concerned about his bruised ego than the bat that's coming in for his face.
Dude, we're gonna lose our kid.
So Doran in response goes, "I've got you, Kata," and that red energy that flickers in his hand every time he casts Firebolt lights up the woods as he flings his hand forward, and you see the streak of red just fly through the dark at this thing.
Ah!
It's a dead-end hit.
Ooh.
Ooh! And it's a direct hit.
Oh, snap.
You see the thing kind of like, it bobs when it's hit and like it recoils a bit. It has to kind of like barrel roll back into control and stabilize itself as it's continuing its little charge. But it's not enough to take the bat out, and Kana is attacked by the bat.
Oh shit, Kana, no.
So, but Kana didn't let himself get too distracted by his failure, and he manages to duck the bat swoop.
Good job.
But with all that chaos in behind you, let's see what happens when this bat that's swooping in on you. 14. Is that a hit?
My armor class is 15.
Perfect. So the bat comes swooping down, and you're ready for it. It didn't matter that they're goofing off in the back, dealing with the other bat. When this one comes in to attack, you're able to dodge out of the way, no problem. Then Bridget takes this opportunity of the bat being distracted, and she runs up to defend you on this one.
Thanks, Cal.
Actually, because I had her right here. You see her, it's a little weird. She steps out away from you for a second.
Oh.
On like a diagonal up the path, and then she spins on her heel, and you see her charge the bat as it's like reorientating itself.
Badassery!
And she makes a charge attack.
Am I doing for me? Wow!
So she's got to make an attack roll, which is a hit, and she's gonna get spear. She's gonna get her charger bonus on the spear attack.
Yay!
So you see her get a really good spear shot in on this bat as it's figuring its life out. So she skewers it. And it really is. Instead of a zoo bat, it's a mood bat. But
yeah, it's a mood bat.
So, your move.
Alright, well, I'm not super creative. I'm just gonna, come at it with my sword.
Alrighty.
Do a little spin around and slashity slash.
Alright, let it have it. That's
Come
a
at me,
hit.
bat. rolled 18. And then,
And then the 7 damage.
ha ha ha.
Very nice. Yeah, so Bridget gets one good stab, and then as it's like recoiling from that, you follow up with a picture perfect stab from your short sword.
Say cheese!
And this thing looks like it's already in pretty rough shape. And then a little bit of a surprise here. So Sheena reaches into her cloak and she pulls out this it's a series of brass rings and mirrors and lenses.
Ooh.
That are all kind of inlaid on each other, and it's all spinning in perfect harmony as one apparatus. It looks very complex, and it's amazing it's not clipping each other. And her cards that she would use for fortune telling end up orbiting this apparatus as she's preparing, and you see the lenses light up as she casts magic missile on the bat that's attacking Kana.
Ooh! Protecting the child.
So she peppers the thing with bolts of magic that comes spinning out of the lenses and converging on the bat, but it's not enough to kill it. So Kana, seeing this opportunity, pulls out his rapier and goes for just one good jab.
Ooh! Spot!
And one good jab is what he gets. So between all the attacks on the back, they're able to down that bat in the back. And you see it hit the ground with a thud. No child is being snatched today.
We did it! We prevented a really interesting TikTok from happening.
Oh, so good.
We almost became a viral video.
Could you imagine just... Oh, goodbye, our bard. Into the night you go. Real talk, the same thing could happen to Kay. When you think about it.
That's true. We have to keep an eye on Kane.
Yeah, watch out for any birds of prey.
All of our bards are small and cute.
Perfect for performing.
Yeah!
Alright, so Doran goes to round out this fight with that crackle of red energy again. And once again he declares Firebolt, and he shoots it at the bat that Bridget and yourself are fighting.
Thank you.
And it deals just enough to clip it and knock it to the ground.
Yay!
So the threat is dealt with. And
Well, everyone, the trees didn't attack us. Good thing I kept an eye on them.
yeah, it was the trees we had to worry about. Kana kind of quips at you.
I kept them in line. I should probably keep my eyes peeled for bats, though.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
He's
All right.
on.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea.
A bat idea.
I'm really on it today. Okay, on we go.
The bad jokes are taking flight. But
You can't see them coming.
no. Yeah, but they'll echo through time.
Yeah. Good thing you can hear them. Alright, I'm done. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay, because I get carried away too. Alright, so, the immediate threat's dealt with, and you continue up the forest path. It takes about another half hour to an hour, because this isn't like a big, huge mountain, but it's like if you went out to a conservation area or something, it'd be like the marching path that goes up and all through the nature area, and eventually you get to like a higher area.
Ha 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 ha. March onward!
Yeah, so you march on, and you arrive at a big clearing. I think you can see, I hope.
Soren, guess what?
Is it all black?
It's all black!
What have I done? All right.
How did this happen to we?
I've made my mistakes. Nowhere to run. The night goes on.
That's funny.
Are you at the so it should be... The tokens are at the bottom of the screen.
Guess what, Soren?
No dice, eh?
Or tokens.
Oh, good.
Yeah, nothing.
Alright, so I'm gonna do that. On the way up, since it's gotten quite dark now, Kana's actually
Oh,
gonna...
I see myself.
Okay, perfect.
I see myself. Whoa.
Kana's gonna cast light on his lyre. So he's got his lyre, and it's just glowing with a nice bright light to provide a little extra seeing, so that it's
I
not
can see
pitch.
things.
You can see things? Okay, perfect. That's just what I needed. Alright, so this one wasn't a total mess on the lighting front. These things happen.
We did it.
Oh yeah, this is another map that I personally didn't make, so I'm gonna move us over to the credit for a second. This one was also from a Patreon guy. Dice Grimorium.
Thank you very much, Dice Grimorium. It looks pretty.
Yeah, there's all kinds of really great maps. They're just laying around. Normally I would just use them, but since we're kind of like streaming and stuff, I want to call out whoever made them whenever it's not my own work.
Yeah.
Perfect. Alright, so yeah, you reach the peak. It's quite dark as you're coming out of the brush, but you can actually see the starry sky break way off in the distance. So like...
I see it! It's real!
The stars are real after all.
Okay, we're almost there.
And you see, like, Sheena kind of has a soft smile on her face. She says, okay, I see why Master said this was a good stargazing spot. But I'd like to get over to the cliff. I think that's the best spot to set up.
Alrighty, let's go, everyone! Keep an eye out for trees, bats, and holes.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think this marching order seems about right. Yeah, so they're just going to follow your lead as you make your way up. I think that's working.
Yep, looking good.
Perfect.
Ooh, it's so shiny.
I really like the dynamic lighting.
Yeah, it looks really cool. It makes me scared though, because I can't see what's coming up.
A little bit. It's extra fun when you're like in a dungeon.
Yeah, and like it has the corner thing.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing about it.
Yeah, I like peeking around corners. Except I'm also scared of peeking around corners.
Yeah. I feel that. There used to be this this door.
Which direction do you guys want to go?
Let's go left.
Okay, let's go left.
Bridget suggests. So, as you're all walking along, you actually hear a snarl come from this bush directly beside you.
Oh! You know what I could probably do? What if I use up my perception?
Ooh!
Sorry! Big
Yes.
brain, big brain!
Big brain. All right, let's see it.
Big brain, 0 perception. Here we go. I rolled an 8!
You're like, yeah, those are noises.
That doesn't sound like a bush.
As a big... Bushes don't growl.
Bushes don't growl. We better go touch it.
So, out jumping from the brush, you just see this massive wolf. So,
Hello.
you know how some wolves would be like bigger than a dog, but like not huge?
Yeah.
This thing stands over 8 feet tall.
Okay, well then.
This is a big, angry dog.
You're a doggo.
It just snarls, it bares its teeth. As it eyes you all over, and Bridget gets this look about her where she's kind of spooked, but she gets her shield and spear up as well. And it's,
Wait, I need a victory today, so can I use my animal handling to know that its growling is bad?
Yes.
Okay, here's hoping that I get a victory. Here we go. Chat, I'm showing off to you. You ready? I have a 2 in animal handling, and I'm going to use it to confirm that this dog is mean.
You know
I rolled
what?
a 10.
10 is you're doing the job. And
I know it's me.
doing the job here? Yeah, you can tell you're in trouble.
That's a mean doggo.
It really is. It bares its teeth and it's ready to hunt.
I'm sorry, doggo, but this is where we must part ways.
I will, I'll get you to roll initiative.
Oh, I rolled an 11. I'm getting faster. I must have had
Nice.
coffee.
You're ramping up.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see how Doran makes out. Doran with the 18. We got Kana with the 20. Ooh. Alright, Bridget. Bridget with a 10. And Sheena. Sheena's petrified by this thing jumping out.
Oh no, Sheena.
She was 100% not ready for a giant wolf to come out of the bushes to try and eat everyone.
You know,
And
I would have
the
been more ready for a giant wolf than giant bats. But to each their own.
Yeah, very true. Wolves you expect, bats not as much. Alright, so on that note, it's Kana's turn. So Kana is going to use one of his bardic inspiration on you.
Thank you, Connor.
So that's his bonus action. And he is also going to use vicious mockery on the dog.
Oh man, mocking a dog.
Mocking a dog. Imagine bullying a dog.
I don't think Twitter would like that.
No.
Anna, you're gonna get canceled.
Kana's out here looking to get canceled. So he strikes his lyre in a really ugly way.
Oh.
And he just makes a really awkward dog sound. He does.
Grr.
He's like, I don't know what to say to this thing. I'm just gonna growl at it.
Ah.
But it's almost like he's never tried to pretend to be a dog before. So, but it still works.
Valiant effort, Kana.
So you see the dog shake its head as it takes the hit, and then it has disadvantage on its next attack.
Yay!
Alright, so Doran's turn. And Doran does something a little bit different here. So he you see him kind of strike almost like a power pose. He clenches his fists, he arches his head back, and his whole body glows with a certain orange glow for a second.
Bolt fire!
As his body is filled with energy. And then he follows up with a bolt of fire. But this one seems to have a lot more spice to it as it rips out.
It's like a ghost pepper.
Basically.
Whoa.
Alright, well you have those additional damage. Okay. Yeah, so he fires off one of his bolts. And it crashes in, but it hits with a lot more force. Or, wait, I should roll the damage before I describe how hard it is. So it seems like it's piddling, the damage is piddling as it's going in, and then it flares up for a second and still hits with a decent impact.
Badassery.
As, yeah, his skin maintains this soft orange glow as you're all dueling with this wolf. So, on the wolf's turn, it gets one attack. So it's going to try and... it's going to go for a bite on you. You were the point person, so you were the one that he focused on first. And he jumped out at. But he does have disadvantage.
Okay, fair, but
So let's see. 10?
my armor is 15.
Yes. So, yeah, he jumps out. He tries to lunge at you with his big wolf maw and try to clamp down. And you, using your short sword, you're able to kind of like guide him away from you.
I don't accept dog kisses like that.
Yeah, that's a mean dog kiss.
That's a
All right.
mean doggo.
So you're on deck. What would you like to do?
Well, as long as I'm guiding him along with my sword, I'll also stab him with my sword. You know, just
Perfect.
2 for 1.
Yeah.
I'm all about them budgets, them savings.
Yes. Jab him on the return. That's a
There
hit.
we go. I got a 19 and an 8 for. Bam!
Very nice. So yeah, you guide his bite away, kind of like the flat of your blade along the side of its head, and then as it like plants its feet, you manage to get a good jab on the side of it.
Yeah! Yeah!
So on Bridget's turn, she keeps it nice and simple. She stab with her spear.
She's stabby stab.
She stabby stab. She hits.
Stabby stabby.
D6 plus 3. Yeah, so she just, a simple stab. Not much to it. She sees you get the stab, and then she takes the opportunity to follow up with a second stab in like the more back part of its body. Alright, so Sheena's turn. She's going to use her draw ability.
Hi, Sheena. I keep getting sticky.
So that's a 4, which is the spear. And she's going to grant that to you. So now you hit a critical hit when you make a attack roll on a 19 or 20 for the next couple rounds.
Heck yeah! Gotta get that.
So you are buffed up.
Roar!
Alright, and then it comes back around to Kana's turn.
Come on, Kana. Kick some ass. Sing a song.
Sing a song.
Make fun of a dog.
Bully the dog again.
Bully doggo!
You're already getting canceled.
Better.
May as well go big. So that's exactly what he'll do. He just keeps snarling and hitting his lyre like a little animal.
I'm so proud of him. This one's gonna go far.
This one knows what to do. But
I
this
see so
time,
much potential in this child.
the wolf is able to fully ignore the taunts from Kana. I guess it was the lyre strike that surprised it the first time, because this time it didn't do a whole lot. Alright, so Doran's turn. You see
Kana.
poor old Kana. He doesn't even know he failed. He's just like being a little gremlin with his lyre, just like hitting it and making dog noises.
It's our theme song.
Like,
it's helpful. It's encouraging, okay?
It's giving you peace and solace as you're fighting this.
I feel more powerful just knowing that Kana is growling at this dog.
It's so ridiculous. I love it. So
we're very competent.
Yes.
I keep.
Oh, you cut out there. I think you.
I keep using sticky keys.
Oh.
Help me.
Oh, technology.
Alright, kick some ass. Do some bolt fire. Super Saiyan mode. Go.
Yeah, so Doran with his glowing orange skin focuses a great deal, like his hand shines really brightly with the red energy, and he just yells. he changes the name this time and yells fireball.
Whoa!
It's clearly not a fire.
Two spells.
He knows 2 spells. Yeah, so he makes his attack, but this one goes wide, and it like hits the tree beside the dog.
Oh frick!
With extreme force, you see splinters and stuff go flying. No flames though. Nothing catches fire.
We almost had a campfire. I could have roasted something on it.
Missed opportunity from Doran here.
Tisk tisk.
Tisk,
Come at us,
tisk.
dog.
Yeah, so the dog, it's gonna rear up. Since you were like at the head and you got that first jab, he's gonna continue to focus in on you.
That's fair.
And he manages to bring his big fangs down on you this time.
Ow, if only I had a green mead with me.
She could have protected you.
Gosh darn it.
Alright, so...
Green mage propaganda.
Green mage propaganda. This shield would definitely protect me from the dog bite.
If only I had a shield right now. Too bad I don't have a green mage.
Aw, shucks. If only a green mage were here.
Gosh heckin'.
Meanwhile, Sarius is back at the guild house, just legs crossed up on a table, just drinking some tea, watching the fire.
I'll miss you, girl. I killed this wolf in your honor.
Also, I'll need you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh shit.
Hey, you make it.
18 good?
That is good. You clear it.
Yay!
So the wolf comes down and he bears down on you, and his mouth just like it covers way more. Not that it's surprising given its size, but like it kind of like covers like your shoulder to like mid chest, and like it clamps
Ow.
down on you, and it tries to like ragdoll you to the ground.
Ow.
But you manage to stay up and force it off you.
Ugh! Bad dog.
And it's your turn.
Well, I'm going to, I mean, ultimately I'm gonna try and stab it, but I gotta think of a cool way to go for it. I guess while I'm pushing it back, I'll, try to slip the sword.
Try and like jab him in the mouth as you're shoving him off.
Push him with the sword.
Alright.
I have to damage. I will die. Let's go.
Alright, let's see.
I will die for this.
Ooh, that's a very nice
Oh.
hit.
20.
Yeah, so let's retcon the shove off a little bit. So when it goes to clamp down on you and drag you to the ground,
Ow, by the way.
you manage to jab it inside the mouth with the sword.
Oh
And
shit, I'm rude.
That's kind of what I pictured. Or were you picturing like an outside jab?
Nope, I will go for it. Listen,
Alright.
I can't make choices right now. I'm at 6 hit points.
So you jab it inside its mouth and it yipes and loosens its grip and backs off immediately. You got it really good there. So, Bridget now.
Grr, grr. Can I growl at it too?
Yeah.
Okay, grr, grr.
Grr. Yeah, Kana being a little
Kana's got the right
gremlin.
idea. Kana's got the right idea. Grr.
Ooh, Bridget with a whole 20 there. So Bridget crits.
Woo!
So she panics when she sees you take that really nasty bite, and she just lets out like a battle cry yell. And puts all her force behind another jab. She doesn't notice that you managed to shove the dog off and protect herself, but she drives her spear right through the side and pierces it through its ribs into like its chest and heart.
Oh, snap.
And then she drags the spear back out. There's a big spurt of blood that comes out of the doggo and it goes down.
Oh, snap. I think we won.
Yeah. And then Kana stops being a gremlin and he walks over to you, and just right away he casts Cure Wounds.
Thank you.
So you are healed for 8 hit points.
Yay! Ta-da!
Yeah, it seems like all the threats in the area have been cleared out.
Well then, everyone. That was an adventure, wasn't it? Bad doggo.
Bridget kind of like lets out a heavy sigh and goes, "Are you okay?"
Yeah. The doggo's not. Good job.
And Shanna just smiles and says, "I'm so glad I brought you all with me. I would have been eaten by that damn thing."
Aww. Don't worry about it. We got you.
Yeah, so she smiles and says, "I know. I can trust you all. It's well worth the wait."
Let's go see some stars.
So,
Starry night, starry night.
she starts. Well, I guess Kana's gonna stand kind of up front with you because he's got the light.
Good, because I don't know where we're going, Kana.
Kana's like, yeah, I figured I might want to take point right now since I'm the flashlight.
Yeah.
So,
Grr,
kind of head out to the cliff. Kana takes point here. Sheena, you see her pull out her big bag and she drops it on the ground with a big thud. And she unbuckles the top of it and she opens it up and she starts setting up. She's got all these just different instruments. She's got like a little podium to set her books on. She's got a little stool. She's got a seeing glass, like a telescope. There's the word.
telescope.
Also, that apparatus that she had before, she sets it on like a little stand that she had, and that's kind of doing its thing. And she just says, I hope this isn't too boring for you all, but I'm going to be quiet for a little while as I watch this.
Not at all. Alright, team. Let's take turns watching, and you guys should get some rest. Also, you should make a wish. Hmm?
Oh yeah, we got to keep an eye out for that wishing star.
Yeah.
Kana kind of plops down on the grass and just stares up at the sky, and then Sheena goes, can you turn the light out actually? It's gonna be kind of messing with my instruments. And he goes, okay, and he like dismisses the light from the lyre.
Don't worry, I have really good perception. I'll keep us safe.
I'm gonna leave it in place since it's your only way of seeing, though.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. So, is there a certain spot that you want to keep an eye on things, or do you just kind of like relax and hang out as you watch?
Yeah, I'll just relax a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, everyone seems pretty relaxed now. And after, Sheena's just like penciling things in. She's just scribbling and having a pretty good time with it. You can hear her happily humming as she works. But after about an hour, you can see something in the distance.
Oh.
There's a bit of a red glimmer of light slowly approaching.
Oh. Nothing.
What would you like to do?
Nutty the fuck.
It's like outside of the light, so like you can just see that there's a red glow approaching from this direction. So like it's walking along the cliffside.
What if I used my perception?
Ooh, give it a go.
60!
Hey, not too bad. So, looking into the darkness, between the light of the stars and the openness of the area, and the soft red glow that the light's giving off too, you can see that this thing is humanoid in shape, but a little gangly.
Oh.
And you can see the red light is kind of focused on where its head would be.
Hey team, you all might want to use your own perception checks, because holy frick.
Kana's like, what's going on? What do you see? And he,
I don't know what I see, that's the problem. I'll just, like, kind of point rudely. What?
it's still marching, like, as you're discussing, it continues to walk in the rough direction. So I'm gonna roll Doran's. Doran can see the red light, but he has no idea what it is.
Good. Same.
Kana can see it, and he's like, "Oh, that thing looks kind of monstrous."
Just a wee bit, yeah.
And Bridget, she can see its shape, but she's not sure what it is either. But she says, it's kind of close to the ledge. I could rush it and knock it off.
I would be worried it would take you with it.
She nods and says, that's a good point. That might be a little foolish of me to rush it. She draws her shield and pulls out her spear, and she's like, well, whatever it is, we'll protect Sheena.
Yeah, it's not bothering us right now, so... Other things are allowed to live on the cliff.
Yeah. So, as it approaches, you can see it come more clearly into view as it gets closer. Can you see the token?
Yes, hello. It's smiling!
I'm gonna expand its size so that you can get a better look at the creature.
Oh, it's smiling! I'll smile back.
And it
hello!
So the red, it's kind of that thing. It's got a black tattered cloak hanging over its whole body, and it's actually got like a walking stick with an apparatus that's kind of similar to Sheena's actually, lodged at the top of it. And it walks with a hunch, and it kind of like outreaches its hand and gives like a soft wave.
Waving back, but my waves are not soft. They are obnoxious as frick.
Obnoxiously loud waving. So, you hear it speak. It looks at you and go, fellow stars gazers tonight.
Well, one of us knows what they're doing.
Nice.
Choto, I need to go grab something at the door.
Okay. I'll give you a moment.
Maybe minutes, 1 second. What's going on?
Check in on chat here for a second. I didn't say it out loud, but thank you for the follow, Marth. If you're still kicking around. Yeah. It's been a fun little adventure. The newbies rolled a lot better than I thought they would. They're strong little beginners. But yeah, it's a beautiful night to meet a strange little monster man up on top of a cliff. I don't want to babble too much. I don't want to give away any surprises here. But whatever could it be? What does he want? What is he thinking about? What is it considering? There's so many different things. Let's see. Actually, I'm just gonna reach over and grab a drink of my own real quick while she's grabbing her stuff from the door. Good stuff, good stuff. Dun. Let's see. I guess while we're waiting, I'll just plug some other D&D shenanigans I'm planning to do in the near future. So, this world that we're all playing in right now, it's all based off of the world that I made for my first campaign ever. And I've done one video where I talked about the very first campaign, but there's a part 2 to it. So I still need to record kind of like my recap of what that adventure looked like. And though none of this world's going to be directly related to that, There's a lot of influences and that kind of thing. So it might be fascinating for people to check out once I have it actually recorded. Yeah, I plan to do a few different campaign recaps for all the long ones that I've done. Because it all kind of mixes up into what ended up creating this world. I guess while we're chilling out, does anyone have any questions about stuff on the game? I'm also going to open, I should open Sophia's stream as well, see the chat there, in case anyone's responding over there. Alright, I've got eyes on both. Whoops, probably should have had that all along. Ah, so that's what the dark looks like. But yeah, I think we're kind of moving through the kind of like laying the groundwork, doing a lot of little side adventures, get a lay of the land, and then
Whew, sorry.
we'll see what other quests are in the future. Hello, welcome back.
Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries.
Cat emergency.
All Gouda.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. Alright, I was just
Alright,
kind
let's make a friend. What are you talking
Alrighty.
about?
Yeah. Oh, I was just babbling about D&D stuff. I was just
Oh.
talking about future stuff I might want to do. You know, all that fun stuff. Yeah. So, back into the swing of things. Okay.
Hello to my new friend.
Yes. So, he nods his head as he like does his wave that you met with, the very loud wave. And he kind of like tilts his head slightly as you do it, and then he kind of like keeps his hand up as he approaches slowly. Bridget seems to get nervous and steps forward in like a bit of a protective stance, and he's like, no, I'm not here to cause any trouble. I just came to talk.
That's so nice of you. Do you live here? This is a weird place to live. I mean, maybe it's nice.
He
You live here.
you see his whole head kind of nod. It's kind of weird seeing a thing that doesn't have a more upright posture nod. So like you kind of see his whole body kind of bob up and down to indicate that yes. And he goes, yes I do. I live in the caves over here. If you follow the cliffside, you'll find my home.
Oh, well then. We won't intrude, don't worry. We're just here looking at the stars.
That's something I do every night.
The view must be really good.
And I've got a good eye to look at it all. It's not often I get company up here. Usually I hide. I was not aware you were coming.
Oh goodness, I'm sorry. We should have sent in a warning letter. Hope we're not intruding too much. I think we're only going to be here one night, right?
Sheena looks, and she was so wrapped up in her work that when she sees the monster, she just kind of like freezes and drops her equipment. She's like, yeah, just one night. What is that?
It's our new friend. Oh, what's your name? My name's Sophia. I'm an adventurer with the guild down the mountain.
You see his mouth kind of twist into a toothy grin, and he says, I think my name is Alistar.
I like it. I accept it. Good job.
And he
Everyone, we must be friendly. Give your names. Part of adventuring is being nice.
then the rest of them kind of gather around. They're like, okay. So Bridget drops her shield and her spear. She's still on edge, but she's following your lead on this. She sees you as the lead. She trusts your judgment. So she goes, "My name's Bridget." Very, very coyly, not as open as she was with everyone else when you first set out, but open enough. And Kana starts plucking on his lyre again as he does like a little spin and stands beside you two. And Doran circles around to the other side here, so his back's to the cliff. He does his gentle bow like he did back at the guild hall and introduces himself as he repeats that he is a druid. He calls himself a druid from the Autumnlands, Hairfistland.
Meownager lands.
The land of the Meownager.
Meow!
Sheena sets her tools aside and approaches as well and introduces herself before she kind of nods and says, "Not to be rude, but there's a lot of research I want to cram in tonight." And he waves his hand and says, No, it's no rude. Not rude. I interrupted you. And she just nods and smiles and she goes back to what she's doing. And he says...
Gosh, I hope that wasn't your dog.
He shakes his head and says, No, that's what you'd call a nuisance.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a dog.
Well, it's also a dog.
Oh, nuisance dog. Oh, I got it. I get it.
And he plants his staff down, and the apparatus that matches Sheena's kind of awakens, and you see the rings start to twist and turn and take in the light of the stars.
Ooh.
You see him reach into his raggedy cloak, and he pulls out a deck of cards that he gently tosses up near the apparatus, and they start to spin around. He says, "I do lots of research up here, but my favorite thing is sharing secrets. I see it as a sign of friendship. Would you..."
Oh shit, do I have any secrets?
And he just kind of smiles and says, That's the fun in it. You don't need to tell me the secret. I can just find it."
Can you find it for me?
He says,
I have amnesia.
He smiles and said, "If you'll allow me to." And everyone looks at you a little nervous, but they're like, okay. Like, she seems happy about this.
Listen, I have amnesia, so if you can find my secrets, then we'll both be surprised.
He kind of laughs and says, "Well, this will be a rare treat then." And he looks to you and he simply says, "Now trust me, this might seem a little scary."
Oh, trust me, I just got bit by a dog. My scary bar is a little bit high.
What a terrible dog.
What a nuisance!
A true nuisance. So, very slowly, his big clawed hands reach out, and he kind of clasps them behind your head. Not like in a forceful way, but like kind of like a firm hold. And his
Well,
big...
it's not a dog biting me, so we're good.
Yeah, there's no pain to it. It's just... It feels like if you tried to run, you'd just be like stuck.
Whoops.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then his big green eye moves very close to your face, and it begins to glow with a red color.
We saw that earlier.
He keeps his mouth shut as he performs his special trait here, and he focuses for about a minute, and just complete silence. You can just hear kind of like his labored breathing. Honestly, his breath doesn't smell all that great, but it's all part of the experience, you know. So at the end, you feel no pain or anything, and his grip around your head loosens and he backs up a bit, and you see him ponder for a moment. And he looks to you, just full of amazement, and he begins to speak. You're right. Reading someone with amnesia is very difficult to do.
Oh,
But
damn it.
Though
That's how I feel every day.
it's a sad fate not having memories or secrets to share. But
Yeah.
I was able to notice something peculiar.
Oh.
I can feel a great presence within you, a great potential.
Oh.
And there's... Now, I don't say this to be rude, but there's something different, something off.
I get that a lot.
It's unlike anything I've encountered doing this. And though it may not seem like it, I've done this many times.
I trust you. You seem experienced.
Well, this is... To me, this is more valuable than any coin.
Ooh, well.
And he looks to the rest of the party and he's like, would any of you like to also share with me? And
oh, wait. Could you find her? Is my name really Sophia?
He nods and says, that seems to be the case.
Hell yeah! I'm right about something. Alright, I'm good now.
And he just smiles and he looks around and he outreaches his hand to the three youngings that you've been given charge of. And Doran seems fairly hesitant. Kana seems kind of neutral to it, and Bridget seems hesitant. Is there one that you want to kind of like push forward to dive into it?
No, I'm not gonna force them to share their secrets. After all, they are their secrets. I'll just kinda, smile and say, your secrets are your secrets, guys. Doesn't have anything to do with being a hero, okay?
Then Kana takes in a deep breath and he goes, maybe this will be a good bonding thing. Let's let him poke around, see what he says. And the other two look at him and they're like, well, it was okay when he did it to Sophia and we're not in danger. So Kana goes next. And he goes through the same thing, the claws behind the head kind of like grabbing him and locking him in place as he reads them. And after a time he pauses and he just notes, you could accomplish so much if you'd stop trying to cheat. And he starts laughing. You're your own greatest enemy, small one. If you would stop trying to take shortcuts, you'd be amazed at the results. Kana's face just goes red with embarrassment. He's just like, oh no, what did he see? What did he find? Kana looks at the other two like, oh no, he's exposing me big time.
Wise advice.
And then Bridget goes, okay, I'll bite. And she
don't bite.
It's a turn of phrase. I swear.
Oh, never mind. Continue biting.
He goes, don't worry, I won't bite either. And he
thank you for the read.
The full same process. He wraps his hands around her head and he looks and gazes intently into her mind. And he backs off after about a minute or two. And he says, that was a very easy read. You're very honest. And your memories are very clear.
Oh.
You're very brave and you've gone far so far. It was very, very admirable for you to leave your home like that. And you have my condolences for your younger brother. And Bridget just kind of like grits her teeth and says, "That's a little much. I didn't think you'd reveal all that." And he's like,
Whoa.
my apologies.
He's good at what he does. Hi, chat. We took a mission. Sorry. I'm explaining to chat what we did.
No worries.
We went on a mission to bring our friend Sheena up a cliffside so she could look at the stars. We fought a lot of stuff along the way, and now we've met this guy.
Yes, Alistair. So then both Kana and Bridget look to Doran. They're like, if we're going to be a team, I think it's only fair if you do it, Kana kind of pipes up. And Doran,
Everyone's just exposing themselves tonight.
Right?
Secret-wise.
Secrets. All the secrets coming out. Doran...
Kay made it!
Oh!
Kay!
She's made it. Yeah, so Doran, his shoulders kind of slump, he uncrosses his arms, and he just like looks, he walks up to Alistair, and he just lowers his head, he gets down on a knee so that the guy doesn't have to reach up, and he gets the same treatment. And Alistair kind of like lets go and takes a step back, surprised.
Oh.
And he goes, he looks at him and smiles and says, "That power of yours, it's dangerous. Do not drink deep of that well, young elf." And
Yeah, this guy was going Super Saiyan earlier.
And
shooting fireballs. Pew pew.
Yeah. But he's a druid.
Yeah, something's wrong.
And Doran quickly just goes like, okay, that's enough. They don't need... He stops, and the other two are just staring at him like, "Dude, we know you're not a druid. What's going on?" And he just bites his mouth, bites his lip and says, "One day I'll tell you, okay? I'll tell you at some point, but for now, I'm a druid. Please?"
Okay. I believe you. After all, I had amnesia, so...
And the other two just shrug and go, "Okay, I guess, that's the story you're sticking with. You're clearly not, though. You need to work on your act." Kana kind of quips at him, and Bridget goes, "You seem to be a good person. I'll trust you, but I don't like people that like to hide important things like that." And the Nothic just kind of smiles knowingly. He's like, "Don't worry. As long as he's careful, it'll be okay."
Well, I trust you. All three of you. You've all done really well coming up the mountain. So I think I trust you not only with your weapons and with the mission, but with your secrets. And I think we should all trust each other with our secrets as well.
Yeah. They all smile kind of bashfully. They're just Kana's like, "Oh, go on." While the other two are kind of...
There's only 24 hours in a day, so we can't learn everything about each other right away.
And they all nod in agreement. And Sheena goes, "This seems kind of fun. Would you do me as well?" And she comes to the Nothic. And he goes, "It would be my pleasure." And he does the same thing. And he, when he finishes, he just smiles and looks at her. "A soul so pure, trying to divine the future. It's naively beautiful to me.
Like a star.
But be careful not to gaze too far into the abyss. You might not look, or you may not like what looks back." And then he finishes, and he goes, "Well, thank you very much for allowing me this opportunity."
Thank you for coming out to greet us. We will try to be quiet and not disturb you tonight.
I'd greatly appreciate it. I don't sleep, so don't worry about waking me up, but I do enjoy my peace.
Of course, I can be very noisy, so I will tone it down.
He reaches into his cloak and he pulls out a pretty fat bag of gold. And says,
Oh,
"This is for sharing with me." And he drops it to the ground.
oh.
And Sheena thanks him and goes back to working. She's not quite sure what to make of it. She just looks to the four of you and says, "I couldn't pay you that much, so don't include me in this."
But
And
it's a secret money.
she says, No, it's okay. I would have paid more if I could have, so consider it a tip, whatever my cut would be from that bag."
Thank you, Sheena. I will buy a lot of bread.
So, yeah, he just thanks you all and says, "Again, secrets are more valuable than any coin to me." And he picks his staff up, and he offers that toothy grin again, and says, "Well then, I won't intrude any longer, and I will return to my home."
It was nice meeting you, Alistair. I will stay quiet.
And he just kind of chuckles and says, "Don't worry, it's a little far away." And the others have relaxed a lot now, and they thank him, maybe a little begrudgingly, for exposing their secrets, but he just like marches off down the path by himself out of view and into the dark.
Well, everyone, we should stay a little bit alert, but we should probably take turns napping because we're going to have a long walk ahead of us tomorrow.
Yeah, and they all agree, and Bridget offers to take first watch.
Thank you, Bridget. I'll take second then.
And she smiles and says, "Sounds good." And then Sheena's like fully absorbed back into her work. Doran doesn't actually go to sleep. He just like sits on the side of the cliff and leans back. He's just staring up into the stars. Kana, he just jumps into a soft pile of leaves or something and just crashes right away. He's just like, "Well, if I don't need to be up," smack. So I'm gonna roll. I'll roll Bridget's perception. Do you go into like a full nap, or you just kind of rest and hang out?
Yeah, I'll go into a full nap so that I have some more health.
Sounds good. So you can patch up with a short rest. So you're a fighter. So if you want to use one of your hit die, you can heal yourself for D10.
Okay, D10. So I do roll D10.
Yep.
Roll.
And then it'll be whatever the result is. So 9.
Hell yeah, I'm a good napper.
Perfect. Yeah, you had
Nap
a
like a pro.
deep sleep. Yeah, and then Bridget's roll. Like, she stands guard. Nothing really comes by. After you've had a good chance to nap for a while, Bridget comes and she kind of squats down beside you and shakes your shoulder and says, "Looks like you're up."
Guess what? Ranu, thank you for the raid. Good evening, Ranu.
That timing.
Yeah, I think we're coming to the end of our D&D campaign. Sorry, I'm gonna give you a shout out. Do you want to explain to the new raiders what's happened so far?
Yeah,
Ranu,
for
tell me what you've been playing.
How long?
Oh, what we've been doing so far.
Oh, yeah. So, we're running a side quest. So, half the party has gone off on a different quest. They're accompanying a merchant group. And tonight, Sophia is accompanying a bunch of new recruits to an adventuring guild. They've followed a apprentice astrologian named Sheena up to the top of a nearby mountain so that she can research in peace. So after fighting off all of the beasties and that kind of thing that you you may run into in the dark on a mountain. Sheena was doing her research, and the group was hanging out, keeping watch, when this one-eyed humanoid man with big claws and scaly skin, he's all hunched over wearing a black cloak,
A friend!
A new friend. Turns out his name was Alistair. And Alistair just friendly chatted with everyone, and he asked if he could kind of do some mind reading stuff where he could poke around in their memories to see what he could find. So he poked around everyone. I'd say the key one would be... The key one to call out is Sophia's great potential, but unclear past due to her amnesia. And Doran...
I'm a really stupid fighter.
And then Doran's well of power is apparently dangerous, but he doesn't want to talk about it, and he's pretending he's a druid.
That's okay. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining us. I put a shout out in the chat for Ranyu. Ranyu is a voice actor in Genshin Impact. You should all check him out. He is absolutely hilarious. And I also put out a shout out for Soren of Asgard. Soren is our DM! Whoa! Soren, do you know Soren?
Hello, everyone. If you don't know me, you might know my work. If you're a fan of D&D and Final Fantasy XIV, you may have seen a book that I made that adapts all the classes and races from 14 to be usable in 5th edition of D&D. If you want to find it, you can actually find it as the first Google result if you search D&D Final Fantasy.
Soren knows a lot about D&D, so if you enjoy D&D, if you like custom classes and learning things about it, you should definitely go give him a follow on Twitch, and he's also got a Twitter. Yeah. Okay, where were we?
Yeah. So we were trading watch. Bridget just woke you up.
And I'm on watch. Okay. Perception check.
Yes. So, get you to do perception. See if you spot anything else out there. It's been a pretty eventful night so far, so.
Please be more than a 5. Please be more than a 5. Please be more than a 5.
18!
I'm just getting more and more perceptive as the night goes on.
Yeah. Yeah, you've been ramping up your skill checks all the way through the night. Started from the bottom, now we're here. So, as you keep watch, it's quite quiet. Nothing approaches, you don't notice anything creeping in the shadows. One thing you do notice is you're the lucky one that gets to see that wishing star that everyone was talking about before.
Hell yeah! That's my star!
You spot a shooting star in the sky. Would you like to make a little wish?
I didn't think that far ahead. I guess the star can fly by and I kind of look up at it and like, oh, I wish.
Huh.
You know what? I'm pretty okay. I wish that Sheena will see a star.
Sheena looks and smiles and laughs and says, oh, would you look at that? Look at all these stars.
It worked.
I suppose your wish came true. And then she continues working. So it's a few more hours that you're on watch and everything's going until the sun starts peaking and her research time is over. She lets out a satisfied sigh. She looks pretty tired because she was focused all night. Doran eventually fell asleep, but like his legs were still hanging off the side of the cliff and he was just like laying back.
We are so lucky that we didn't lose you, friend.
Yeah, he didn't even think about that. He just kind of literally living on the edge.
Yeah, kind of, dude.
Kana was just out cold the entire night. You didn't even hear a peep from him. He didn't even rustle in the bushes. He was just, like, stone cold out there. But yeah, so Dawn comes and everyone kind of stirs as Sheena packs her stuff. And she looks at all of you and just says, "Thank you so much again for taking my request. I know it was kind of dangerous for such little reward, but it seems like it worked out in the end."
I think the bonding experience was priceless.
Yeah, and they all smile and say, "Yeah, this was actually a really nice first outing for our little group."
Mm-hmm. Alright, everyone. Once the stars are all gone and we're all well rested, let's hit the road, Jack. Wait, no one here's named Jack.
Kana goes, "You can pretend if you want."
Okay, let's hit the road, Kana.
So,
In session 1.
you all head off. Oh, were they asking about which session this is?
Yeah. Oh,
Oh.
no problem, Crispy.
Yeah.
I will shout out Soren. Soren has all the episodes on YouTube if you're interested.
Yeah, this I would consider to be called session 3.5.
Haha, I guessed right.
Yeah. So, I'm going to drop us to the world map for a second.
Okay.
As we talk about the return trip. So, just to show where on the map. Hey, thanks for the follow, Crispy.
Are we wrapping up?
We're close to wrapping up, I think.
Okay.
We're kind of just heading back to the guild now.
Okay.
So, Raven's Ascent is just like south of Ravenredden, the town that you all operate out of. So, you all would have been up at the top of these mountains here, hanging out, having a good time. And now that it's dawn and it's time to march back, it's a day there, a day back, kind of thing.
What a nice map.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a very smooth trip back. You've already wiped out all the beasties that would have ambushed you on the way up, so nothing to worry about there. I'm gonna change the music as well because it's no longer nighttime. Yeah, so it gets back on the open road. Yeah, so as you go along, Sheena keeps yawning, and she's kind of slow. It slows you guys down on the travel front, but
That's okay, because you know what? The sun is beautiful. I love the stars too, but the sun is lovely today.
Yeah,
Sun.
it's a beautiful day out on the road, and it's early morning. You get the birds chirping. You get a nice spring breeze rolling through. Yeah, it's just I would call it an optimistic morning.
All mornings are optimistic when you're dumb as me. Well, Sophia will lead with a cheerful march, even though I'm kind of tired, but
Yeah, Bridget
I'll
will
put forth some energy for one last hurrah.
Yes, and Bridget will join you on that. And Kana's just gonna take out his lyre and start trying to play again. He was doing so good yesterday, but this morning the gears just need some grease. You know, he's still waking up. So
That's okay. Listen. I will sing along.
you hit the odd sour note, but so that like Kana's doing a job. It's not the best, it's not the worst.
Doing a job.
He's doing the job.
Here, I'll roll my whole 0 performance.
To sing along with Kana. Well,
Oh!
your singing is absolutely nailing it and making up for Kana's kind of subpar playing.
Man, we are just lucky. My 120 and I used it on singing.
Bridget's like trying to hum along with you as you're singing. She's like trying to provide like an under humming kind of thing. She's
We have a theme song.
very clunky on it, but you know what? I'm gonna make her roll for it too. Let's just see how it goes. Roadside singing. Oops.
Oh!
I just wrote equals 20, I think. Oh wait, no.
No, I think she got 20.
Oh, no, I didn't have the D, so it just said roll 20 and it just threw
Oh,
20
whoops.
out. Okay, 13. So
Oh, she got 13. That's pretty okay.
she does a pretty good job of providing just like some backbeat, some undertones.
Do, 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 do.
You know what? It even kind of cracks Doran's reserved approach to things. So he's actually he feels weird being the only one of the group not participating. So he starts up too, and apparently he's nailing it with you.
Yay! We're doing great. This will help Sheena stay awake for sure.
Sheena is like just astounded, not so much by Kanna's playing, but between the three other people, they're singing and like kind of like lower thing, and how you're all just like kind of coming up with these shanties and whatever else, jumping in on each other's songs and where it's left. Yeah, she's just blown away by it. She's like, did you guys practice this before?
Nope, not once. It's the power of sunshine, baby. Woo!
She's like, I gotta spend more time in the sun instead of the stars. So yeah, it's a fun trip back. Like, nothing approaches you. You don't run into anything that give you trouble. You're essentially just having a traveling party at this point.
Yay!
But eventually, you return back to Ravenredden. I'll bring us to the city map.
1 second, Soren. For this last bit of the campaign, I am going to raid over to you.
Aha,
so
okay.
that you, at the end of the campaign, will be able to choose our raid target.
Ooh, sounds good. I'm just gonna adjust things here. Yeah, so I will stand at attention. Just as I get these organized here.
Okay, everyone. Thank you for coming to my stream. I will still be here, but I will be talking from Soren's end. I want you to be able to see Soren's DMing stuff, because it's really cool. Okay. The raid is going on over. Are you ready, Soren?
I am ready.
Okay. Chat, thank you so much for being here, and I hope you have a great night. And I hope I will see you for our next D&D session. I'm going to throw all my socials in the chat and send you on over.
Alrighty. Did you know that you get boss music when you raid me? Or boss entry music?
Heck yeah! I'm gonna scare you. 1 second.
I really hope it works. Because that'll be awkward if it doesn't after I say that. But we shall see. I'll just hang tight for a moment.
Okay, it's gonna come when you least expect it.
Alright.
Are you ready? Because I'm not gonna raid you if you're ready. I'm gonna scare you.
I'm not ready yet.
Whoa!
Whoa! I'm just like, oh, there it be.
Whoa! How'd that happen?
Look at that.
What kind of madness is this?
Welcome. Thanks for following. Welcome, Raiders.
Hello, Raiders. I haven't seen you guys in a while. How are you all doing?
Yeah, it's been so long, hasn't it? You all
It's weird.
You all heard my spiel just a few moments ago, but welcome again. On top of all the D&D stuff, I also just like stream random stuff. I like older PS2 games and newer stuff. Pokemon, I like some tougher things that really bust my chops. All that good stuff. Oh my god.
Whoa, what was that?
So thank you for the... Alright, so let's sort through this, and whoa, what was that? Thank you for the sub, Sophia. And also thanks for the follow there, Ringo and Icy. Yeah.
Alright. Sorry for
Alrighty.
distracting you.
No, it's all good. That's all part of the fun. So, you get back to town. our little town of Ravenredden. So Sheena thanks you all again for the experience, and
You're welcome.
she's very thankful. She just like kind of Leanne's standing at the entry of the guild hall, and Sheena like points at you all and just gives like 2 big thumbs up in like a really goofy way.
I'll do the same.
And then she happily, it's almost like she's found her second wind now that she's back in town and she's no longer exhausted. Or no, she's even more exhausted because she's up all night and then she just walked for like 6 or 7 hours. But there's a certain pep in her step after getting back from a very fruitful research round.
Yay!
And she heads off. So, you all get back to the guild hall. I'll drop us back in there. Oh, there we go. And Leanne's there to welcome you as you all come in, and she just looks to you and say, "So, how did they do?"
They did pretty well. I think that they have a lot of potential.
I'm glad to hear that. And
But I bet they're really tired.
she just laughs and says, "No doubt. I'll get Forrest to speed up dinner." And you hear Forrest from the kitchen just yell, "Dinner's at 5. It's always at 5."
All right. Thank you.
And Leanne just kind of sighs and says, "Okay, well, I'll get a snack brought up if you all want to go up to the lounge and relax."
Thank you. All right, everyone. You are dismissed.
Yeah. And they all smile, and they actually stop before they head upstairs and look to you and say, "Thanks for guiding us on this one. It was really fun to go around with someone."
I fell into a hole. I got attacked by a bat. I got bit by a dog. I tried to give secrets to someone, but I have amnesia. You're welcome. I did great.
Kana laughs and says, "Well, someone has to take the hits." Before, like, marching off with a little smug grin, going upstairs.
That little brat.
The other two just kind of, like, shake their heads. They're like, "This guy."
Well, everyone, thank you for joining.
Yeah. And,
Good luck on your future adventures, okay, kids?
no problem. We'll definitely make you proud, Bridget says to you, standing at her like kind of serious demeanor returns for a moment, and she's like, "I'll make you proud with the feats we pull off, okay?"
I know you will.
Yeah, I forgot to mention, but each of you kind of got like a 20 gold kicker from
Well, yeah.
from Alistair's little bag of stuff. Crispy
20 gold.
show feats. I will show feats after. I'll go through the NPCs real quick just after we wrap up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put 20 gold into my pockets.
Yeah, and then 10 from the quest itself.
Oh, and then money.
So
I'm rich.
30 altogether. And if you ever need fortune telling services, those are the Sheena offered those as well. So all 4 of you can always go to Sheena for some free fortune telling.
Yay!
So yeah. Leanne.
Good quest.
Yeah, it was good stuff. So Leanne lets out a sigh and she says, "Well, you must be pretty tired too, as well. Am I right?"
Yeah, sure am. I think I'll go take a little nap.
She nods and says, "Sounds like a plan. I've been a little anxious all day waiting for y'all to come back. I knew it was only going to be one day in or one day out and back. So, I don't know. The time just had me a little nervous is all. But anyway, Yeah, go rest up, and thanks again for taking this little side mission. I know it always kind of sucks getting pulled away from everyone.
Not at all, not at all. I'm happy to help.
Yeah.
And now I will be happy to go Tana.
So back up you go as well. I would say that's our end for tonight, I think.
Yay, we did it! We're all caught up.
Woo! Yeah, so with that, after completing that quest, you're officially level 3 now. So we'll have to sit down and get you your archetype set up and all that.
Yes, please.
But we got some time. We don't have to rush that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose then I shall leave you with chat
Perfect.
to figure out what you want to do tonight, and you have to show them feet.
Yes. But not those feet. I'll
What do you
open
mean not those feet?
up. Alright. Yeah, I'll pull back the curtain a little bit. Just to talk about what the different NPC builds are and stuff. Cursed Soren feet, let's go. Oh no.
Well then, I will leave you all to it. Thank you very much for DMing tonight, Soren. It was
no
fun.
No problem. I'm glad we were able to get it in. It was a good session. It was a good time.
Yeah, we did it. We beat the D&D curse.
Yeah. We overcame the universe's forces. Yeah.
Alrighty. Have fun, everyone. Thank you for joining me.
Yeah.
Good night.
Yeah, thanks everyone. And...
How do I get out of a Discord car full? Oh, I found it. Okay, I'm good. I will leave you all be.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Alright, so I'm gonna... Actually, I probably didn't need to come in here to talk about it. There are secrets here. You can stay. Because I'm gonna switch to a different screen, and then I'm gonna talk about the character things. Yeah, those are all like quest NPCs and like recruitable NPCs. I make them as I need them. There were no enemies there. Alright, so Crispy, you're hungry for some of the feats. So I'll talk about the 3 characters that were on today. So, the 3 that were in there today were level 1 characters that I made as potential party fillers. So there is Kana Kina, who is because I use the Final Fantasy races in this, just because I really like Final Fantasy, but... so he's a Lalafell. I consider them to be like a cousin of halflings. But yeah, basically, Kana, he was a bard that, like, he dropped out of bard college, and he goes around pretending that he's hot shit when he's not. He doesn't have an archetype yet, and he didn't take any feats. But yeah, he's just kind of got a standard bard loadout. For support, he's got Charm Person, Detect Magic, Cure Wounds for spells. He's got Vicious Mockery and Light for the dungeon crawling and the debuffing. And he mainly relies on like a rapier and a dagger to actually do some damage. So that's the bard that was in their party. As for Bridget, so she's a standard fighter with the human variant so that she could take a feat as part of her racial. And so I took the Charger feat. So the whole idea behind Bridget is that she's supposed to like shock into the front line. So the whole character concept was I was thinking about like shield maidens. So she runs up, she charges in, she sticks herself in the middle of the situation. Spear in one hand, shield in the other. And it's like if a town guard was trying really hard. I guess I can speak a little bit about her motivation too, because I like how simple her motivation is as a character. She's just out here to make money in order to buy a wall for her home. That's her reason for joining the guild. Because her home is so small it doesn't even have a name. It's just like a cluster of villages, or a cluster of houses up near the border in the north. And they don't really have anything besides hunters to defend the village. So you never know when like just like some monster's gonna run into town or something. And that's what happened, and that became her motivation, because one of her younger siblings was actually killed in one of those moments. And as for Doran here, there's only so much I can reveal. But the idea is, so I kept saying he's a quote-unquote druid because he's pretending that he's a druid, but he's actually the warlock class. But I'm not going to reveal what his patron is, and he doesn't have any special feats. But yeah, he his patron is a custom creation that I'm not going to talk about for the sake of secrets. But the patron offers druidic magic, so like entangle, not good berry, because we don't want a situation where it's the infinite good berry thing. But yeah, like he's got like the standard kind of like druid spells that aren't healing from his patron. Then I guess I can kind of talk about the other ones just while we're at it. So we got Alton. He is a Aura Barbarian who's taken the totem. He's doing the Path of the Totem, and he took Bear. Like, he's basic bitch barbarian. You know, hit hard, have big axe, reckless attack every turn, half damage when you're raging. Like, it's bread and butter barbarian stuff. But as a character, he's like good natured. An adventuring party picked him up and brought him to another country, and they didn't like the way he does things because he's kind of violent, he's kind of rough and tumble, any kind of diplomacy kind of falls apart when he's around. So they just dumped him. They just said, yeah, we don't want to go around with you anymore. And they abandoned him, and he joined the guild because that was the only opportunity he really had. We got Sarius. So she's a abjuration wizard, but I call them green mages in this case. So she wants to... Green magic isn't really something anyone knows about. She found it in a storybook. She did some research, found out it was a real thing. She fell in love with it, and she wants to make it a thing. Even though it's not the most effective at sometimes. Like during one of the sessions, she could not protect Aiden from being attacked. So instead she just went for magic missile, because the thing that was fighting them was a monster and not a fiend or an angel. But she'll get there. She's going to hit a certain level where she actually becomes very, very good. And to make up for the fact that she can't do much, she's actually taken the healer feat. So she does have some healing built into her as well. We got Chizuru Hino, who is from the Harutoshi Islands. It's kind of like my Asian-inspired coded area. And yeah, she's just a samurai. I'm gonna keep her secrets hidden because there's a potential future there for side plot lines and stuff. But yeah, she's a samurai that traveled from the Harutoshi Islands over here to the Queendom. I just realized I have this map handy so I can point and click at stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, and just real quick, so Doran, he's from up here in the woods. Bridget lives like tucked in behind these mountains right on the border. Alton comes all the way from over here in a country called Dronga. Sarius, she's homegrown in the Queendom. Leah, White Wind, she is... So she uses the White Mage class that I designed. She's a student at the College of Magic in Seolund. Seolund is kind of like a picture kind of like a mix of Elven architecture with the Greeks. It's the kind of like the birthstone or the birthplace of traditional magic. So it's also a place where all the bardic colleges are located. In this world, all bards, or not all bards, but many bards are, they attend this college and they receive a certification called Herald. And then they go out and they gather stories based on which college they were a part of. And then they send all their stories back to this central location. And they're added to something they call the World Chronicle. And the goal of it is to chronicle the history of the entire world in a beautiful, poetic way while maintaining the truth. So, bards of the College of Valor, they would be there to attend and see battles. They want to report back on large-scale battles and that kind of thing. Bards of Lore, they're just out here looking for history. So you'd have all that kind of thing. You would have like the College of Glamour being focused on the culture of countries and gathering information about what it's like to live there, what are the amazing sights to see that will leave you stunned and amazed, and they send all that information back. So a lot of bards that attend the Bardic College in Seolund, they go off and they spend their lives just adventuring and gathering info and sending it back. Kana being someone that attended that Bardic College and he failed out. We have Ardash Anger. So he's a Warforged Ranger. So in my world, all the Warforged are named based on what class they're in by their creator. So there's a single dwarf who's kind of like the father of Warforge. There's a magical technology in this that I've called Christcraft. And the dwarven artificer, his name's Fafnir, he took Christcraft and advanced it to the point where he could program AI into the Christs and implant it into a Warforged and give them sentience. And that's R-Anger is one of the early models who is designed to be a tracker. But yeah, if they were like a knight-based one, their name would be K-Knight. Their first name would be Knight. Or, well, I guess it goes either way, but with Anger, his full name might be R-Anger, but he just goes by Anger. If someone was named, like, M-Age, they'd be a mage. They go by Age. They might have a serial number as their last name. That kind of thing. So I like to be punny and playful with that. Anger is very good natured. He's kind of learning what it's like to live amongst people. Since he has sentience, he decided that he did not want to stay with Fafnir just doing tracking work, and he joined the Adventuring Guild to see the world. The party has taught him that touching people on the shoulder is a sign of affection. And now he touches everybody on the shoulder. He's also fumbled a fair number of times. And it's really made him question his purpose, because he fumbles up so much. He's like, I can't believe that I'm like this. I was built to be like this. And the last NPC that kind of rotates through the party is Shade. So he named himself Shadecloak because he's using an alias, and it's very obvious he's using an alias. But yeah, he's just a rogue that showed up at the Adventuring Guild and just started working for them happily. He's very skilled at what he does. He's edgy, yeah. Well, yeah, that's the thing. He's supposed to be an edgelord. He's specifically, like, edgy, but, like, he's got a heart of gold on the inside. It's just he's very aloof. He named himself Shadecloak because he thought it was, like, an edgy, cool name. Yeah, he's trying to keep to himself. Yeah, so that's kind of like the NPC cast. We've got our players. So we have Sophia, we have Kay, we have Aiden. I will save speaking to their histories for them for another time. But yeah. Any other questions about the campaign or any of that kind of thing while we're just on the topic? Here, I'll throw it out to an open floor if there's any other curiosities. I won't go into the menagerie because that's where I keep all of my enemy tokens. So I don't want to give any pre-warning to anyone on that front. I guess I'll give a quick rundown of just like shenanigans that the campaign's been up to too, just while we're at it. Yeah, so basically the story of the campaign so far has been Kay, Aiden, and Sophia. They started off as fresh recruits to the Adventuring Guild, and they've been just like taking odd jobs through the guild and just moving through the ranks of building their experience as adventurers. Every time they go out to take a job, they can take a different NPC with them out of that list that I just went through. So things that they've done, they've traveled to the port town in the queendom that's nearby, and they replaced they cleaned out a lighthouse that had been infested with demons and beasties and that kind of thing. What else have they done? Let me just pull up my list here, because I've got it. I have a document that I have everything that they've done in it. Yeah, so they did the lighthouse. They accompanied a mage that's researching the history. Ah, yes, the Demon Lord. The Demon Lord was in that lighthouse, too. Yeah. Kay, as a bard, likes to oversell the shenanigans that have gone on. Yeah, they assisted a researcher named Faywin that was going into some old ruins, and she just needed people to make sure she was safe while she did that. She's researching the history before the history books have really taken record of anything. Because she's kind of caught hints that there was a civilization before, or there's a way of life that people aren't aware of. So she's trying to uncover the truth of that. Sophia did a side thing while Kay and Aiden did the lighthouse thing, where there was an emergency where a kid went missing. There were gnolls in the area, and the kid said he was going to go fight the dogmen, and then his mom thought the kid was just playing pretend, and then he realized, oh shit, there are actually gnolls in the area. He's going to go fight the gnolls. I need help. Ah, the pets. Thank you. Yeah. So then she helped in the rescue effort to bring the kid back home. What else? Kay and Aiden went on a merchant escort trip. Ooh, hydrate as well. Cheers. I don't know if it's charming or goofy that every time I go to take a drink, my model like cranks its head back. Maybe I should get a straw. I should just have a straw at my desk for when I'm drinking. I guess that's how you know I actually listened. Yeah. So they escorted a merchant from. I'm gonna go over to Meadowdale since that's kind of where the focus is now. Yeah, so they took a merchant from Ravenredden down to Nolan, and then they after they finished their quest with the merchant, they took like a few days of rest and relaxation in the little city of Nolan. This is where like the University of the Queendom is. It's kind of like a city of progress in the country. That's where Chriscraft was created. It's where the Warforged were created, and who knows what else they're going to cook up in that university city. And then tonight we had Sophia's quest, taking the Astrologian up Raven's Ascent so she could go stargazing. So that's all that's been going on in the campaign at a very, very high level. Yeah. So, I don't think there's any other questions, so unless anyone has a last-ditch thing they want to toss out. But I'm gonna aim us at someone. I guess there's two people that I could direct us towards. I'll make it a poll. Because I could take it either way. Where are thou poll? So, one person I was looking at. Where are we rating? So there's someone that is playing Genshin right now, and there's someone that's playing Smash Bros. And I would shoot us at either one. Also, thank you for the follow, Icy. So I'm just gonna throw that up. Yeah. But thanks again for hanging out and watching our game tonight. I really love DMing. It's always so fun just coming up with adventures for people to go on. We're probably going to go on a little break. A little bit of a break for the holidays with the game. Just so that we're not trying to jam it in between all the goings on. But we'll hit the ground running once we're through all the holiday shenanigans, I think. So there will be lots to do and lots to look forward to. Yeah, no problem. If you wanted to look more deeply into the game so far, I will post the playlist if you wanted to kind of like play catch up. But I was talking to Sophia and she mentioned she's thinking of doing a watch along during of like different campaign sessions through the month. So you can wander off to do it that way, or yeah, you can hang tight, wait for Sophia, and you can watch it as a group, or if you just want something to throw on in the background, I'll just provide the link too. So there's a link to the playlist where I'm keeping all of the VODs for the campaign. I've got some other D&D stuff, and then I've got tons and tons of VODs if you're very bored and want to go through all my old stuff. But yeah. So it looks like we're going to go and raid Genshin. So I actually haven't had a chance to chat with this person much, but I have on... according to Aiden, this person's a lot of fun. They're quite wholesome. So this is going to be my first time really interacting with them, but I have it on... I have endorsements through trusted friends. So I'm going to shoot us their way. So this is Admiral Nagi that we're going to go check out. So yeah, again, thanks for hanging out tonight, everyone. It was fun. I hope you look forward to next time we play D&D. I'll definitely let everyone know on Twitter when we're heading that direction. Alright. So, away we go. Have a good night, everyone. And maybe you'll see me play some Endwalker in the near future. I'm very excited for Friday. Alright. Goodbye. Oh.
Gremlin, oh yeah, Gremlin's for you. It's for you. なってしまえばきっとこの夏は充実するのもっと Hello everybody, welcome to this stream. I'm Mabinogi. Here, take a gremlin. Welcome. Soren, thanks for the follow. Dumb. Thanks for the raid. How was your stream? Hey yo, welcome. Can we get a shout out, please? Hey. There it is.
Innovation has its price.
Yes, sir. Yes, it does. This motherfucker woke. Innovation does indeed have its price.
I love Maggie.
Solus, thanks for the follow. Welcome, everybody, all the raiders. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Innovation does. Yay, it really does. We were getting our D&D on. D&D. That's the game. The board game, right? I'm so sorry. I don't actually dungeon. Okay, yeah. That's the board game. Oh no, we're not taking Venti. We're taking. So were you were playing the tabletop game simulator, right? I'm gonna try this. I have never actually played D&D, but a lot of my friends play it, and they say it's really fun. Maybe one day I'll give it a try. I'm kind of like sweating right now, so I'm so sorry if I take a little bit to respond to some of the comments. You rated me at a really interesting time though, since I'm gonna be ending probably in like the next 20 minutes, so. But nonetheless, I appreciate the raid, and I hope you had a good stream. I have burst really fast again because I have triple cryo. Oh, he jumped into it. So much health. Okay, let's see. I haven't chatted with you much, but Aiden's told me about you. He's actually Aiden. Wait, we talking about Aiden Belmont? That Aiden. I'm notorious for poor timing. Nah, I appreciate it. Thanks for sharing your community with me. Welcome everybody. Everyone's welcome here. I'll spit in all your guys' mouths. With consent, of course. But Stella, do you want a kiss? Watch. I'll show you how it's done so that you're not like super